Shout out to my girlfriend Adriana.
Okay.
May she rest in peace.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Wizard Career Podcast, the podcast about everything and at the same time, nothing at all. Welcome to episode 4 of season 2. As always, we have Zim, aka Wiz, and then myself, Calvin, aka Coder. Zim, how have you been doing, man?
Been all right, Calvin. It's been a little while since our last episode. Starting a new job, and now we are 2 guests. This episode has been a while in the making.
Yes, sir.
It has been a while.
It's been
3 months.
postponed a lot. Things have happened.
But we're working on it. We're here. We were supposed to release this episode like
December?
A long time ago.
yeah. But anyways, we're here.
I was gonna say it's funny because last night I was talking to our friend Deli, and I told him that I was gonna record a new episode. He's like, "About time!" Like I haven't heard anything about you guys.
Yeah. No, like people have been hitting me up too. Shout out to Andres, or PR Arlene too. They've always been hitting me up and asking like, bro, like where's the next episode coming out? And you know what? It's here. So thank you guys for your patience. But for this episode, we have 2 new guests. Give it up for Sergio Salas, right over here, and then we have Ivan Prieto. Sergio, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Sergio. It's Calvin. Adam Yaz. You could also call me Lieutenant Serge or Poke Nerf fan. One of the 2, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Number 1 Pokemon stand.
Yeah, number 1 Pokemon stand, number 1 Ariana Grande stand.
Pokemon knows him.
Yeah, she liked my comment.
Who's on your
YouTube.
shirt?
Oh, I also have Ariana Grande. Yeah, you guys know.
That's a hard Ariana Grande
I gotta rep
shirt.
my girl, you know.
Oh
Adriana
man.
didn't do that, but yeah. So.
All right. What about you, Ivan?
Which camera should I look at?
Any?
It don't matter,
It
bro.
don't
Go
matter.
right here.
What's going on, y'all? My name's Ivan. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Since the last episode, or since the last time we tried to record this episode, had a couple life-changing experiences, but
A lot of stuff going on for you.
yeah, a
We'll
lot of
talk about
stuff
that.
going on. But
Yeah. What do you do? Like,
I'm an LVN, right? I just got a job as a charge nurse, and this Sunday should be the first shift where I'm by myself. I'm really scared about it, right? But praying for the best, praying for a smooth shift. Also in the Army, right? Been in it for about 3 years, and stuck in it for another 3 years as well. So,
Why'd you join?
I love this country, bro. I love this country.
hey, why are you guys laughing?
Yeah, man.
Why are you guys laughing?
Did it for my family, right? For some personal reasons,
Yeah.
but yeah, I love this country.
Yeah.
All right. And for the uninitiated, what's an LVN?
It's a licensed vocational nurse, right? It's you could say like a step under from what an RN is, which is what our main man over here is going to be in a couple months, right?
In a couple weeks.
A couple
Damn.
weeks.
6
You said 6 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna get. I graduate in 6 weeks, and then we have to take the NCLEX. So probably like
Dirty
like
schedule.
1 to 2 more months.
Yeah.
Until I'm official
Officially, yeah.
registered nurse.
The main difference is just the scope of practice, right? There's certain things that I can't do that he can, right? I say the main benefit, for the moment at least, is that if I screw up in any chance, if I accidentally like kill my patient, you could say,
Accidentally.
that guy has to sign off for that, right?
He'll
And
be
he's going to
my-
prison and he's going to lose his license.
Yeah, that's the fun part of our nursing and medical.
Yeah, you just
medical
always got to
life.
blame who's above you.
Yes.
In this case, Calvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. How do you feel, Calvin, now that you're finishing?
I feel great. Like I can't wait to have time back.
Yeah.
Like to focus on this.
Time for your heart to rest.
Time for my heart to rest. Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, getting back onto music with the band, doing more for the podcast, spending time with friends. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's just rest, honestly. I mean, I'm not gonna be getting as much of it after school, but at least like no more homework. I feel like you guys know this. Like homework takes up way too much time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait until after.
Do do you plan on taking like a break before you like look for a job?
Oh yeah, we're going. Me and my nursing friends are going to Lake Havasu.
That's cool.
yeah,
Oh,
I
sick.
think for like 4 days, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time.
You want to go to the Bahamas?
You're inviting me to go to the Bahamas? Yeah. For how long?
About a week.
All right, that's my graduation.
That's gonna use your
Just like
poker winnings
that
for.
easy.
Graduation gift right there, you know.
Is that easy?
I mean, it's like easy to afford because you won poker like that time that we won, right?
Yeah, you know.
Tell them about how much you earned that night.
So you know, this guy over here had the crazy idea to make the buy-in $50, right? And
We played poker at
yeah, we
my
play
house.
poker, right? And to me, $50 is kind of rough, you know. It's like I have $50, right? But like
Like to spend 50.
to spend, yeah, and it's not gonna hurt me, but like
to
still,
waste. I think it's to waste $50.
yeah. Because like if you lose the $50, you're like kind of mad now, right?
I mean, there's only one person that wasted $50 here.
$70.
70.
Wait, what?
He lost 70. He's lost 70.
There's a buy-in of $20, and he bought it and lost it within like 10 minutes. But it ended up going to me, right? And I ended up with $130, and I used it on Legos.
on Legos.
Where
Yeah.
would you buy?
They're fake Legos, but I bought the Lego DeLorean, you know,
The what?
Lego DeLorean set.
Oh,
Back to the
yeah?
Future, yeah.
Dang.
Sergio's allergic to fake Lego.
I heard they were gonna finally make them. They were gonna change something so that way, like if you step on it, it doesn't hurt as much. Or am I tripping? I
I've
thought I
never heard
heard
that.
something like that.
No, I haven't heard anything about
You
that.
tell us about that, Zoom. I mean,
I don't know.
you should
I
write an
didn't
article
focus
about
on
it.
No, I'm not gonna write an article about it, but I don't know. It's cool.
I say write an article about it to Zim because he got a new job. So shout out to Zim.
Thank you.
Hardworking American. That's what he's
is-
fighting for.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
tough.
Capitalism.
It's-
Supporting what he fought for.
What kind of job you get, man?
I'm a writer. Comic book resources.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's tough. I think my first article just got published on Wednesday, and then when I woke up, I was checking my messages, and the lead news editor, he like replied, he was like, it was good enough to publish, but you had a lot of mistakes, like fix it. And
Oh,
so
damn.
it's just like,
That's rough.
no, I mean that's honest, like so
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it's your
But,
first
yeah.
article.
Yeah.
No one's gonna.
Yeah, but so I still got a lot of stuff to work on, but yeah, I'm happy. I get to work from home on my own schedule, so yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
That's cool.
I like that.
I'm pretty sure you heard about it too. It's called
Comic book resources.
So
It's a website.
It's on Twitter. Like you've seen the retweets. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
hmm So yeah, one thing that we wanted to bring up was how we all met up. Cause you want to talk about the Cinnamon Council, Sergio?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because this is actually also besides that. It's the first time I actually meet Zimri.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the second time.
The second
actually.
time,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
time. 'Cause the first time was when we tried to film this podcast the first time, and then that's a separate story. But oh yeah, so I've known all these guys since middle school, so 6th grade, and we're like already graduated college at this point. So it's been like more than half my life at this point. But we all met at our middle school. We called ourselves the Cinnamon Council because we were like a big group of friends. We tried to call ourselves like a council. And we hung out like at this vending machine, which is kind of ghetto, but it is what it is.
Not suspicious.
Not suspicious. Yeah, we hung out at this vending machine. And I don't know. I don't remember the exact same reason why we called it the Cinnamon Corner, but I know we hung out at this corner.
Nah, we know why. It's
Well, we
just-
know why. We know why, but we can't say that.
Yeah.
But we hung out at this corner. The cinema part is the reason why is a different story. But yeah, and that's how I knew all these guys, and they've been my best friends since my whole life, basically at this point, which I feel a lot of people can't really say. So yeah, happy to say that.
How big is this council again?
So we have guest stars, we got cameos here and there,
Affiliates,
affiliates of that,
associates,
affiliates, associates. So I think we have a main cast.
Of 9. I counted
Nine?
last night.
Really?
I
Okay, so
counted
common
last night.
counted. It's 9 people then. So we got a main cast of nine stars. There are cameos here and there, but yeah, we got a group of 9
There's
people.
honoraries
Some-
here and there.
There's honoraries here and there.
And the bench players.
Yeah,
Yes.
some bench players. Yeah,
Yes,
some bench
definitely some
players.
bench players.
Some sign and trades.
Some
come in here and
10-day
there.
contracts.
Some 10-day contracts. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, counting those cameos and all that, how many people are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
That's
I don't
just
know.
way too much.
You
to
know, like in
count.
like
Serious?
you know, like in like the Avengers Endgame, there's like those like little people like in the back. And you're like, oh, like, you don't know who that is, but you know they're important in some way. That's how many people we probably got at that point. You know?
Like Wong. when like during the endgame era.
Yeah.
We'd have Wongs here and there.
Or like a Korg. You know Korg?
A Korg, yeah.
Like a
That's,
Korg,
that's
yeah, like a
okay. That's
Korg,
good. That's
like
a
a
good
Korg.
one.
Yeah. There's just they're there for the comedic relief every once in a while. they don't get any like character development.
In no
you know?
way are they invaluable, but
Yeah,
they
exactly.
contribute.
They contribute. They contribute.
But yeah, cinnamon council. That's if you ever hear about that, like from our tweets or anything, it's referring to that.
Just referring to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
From your tweets, you guys tweet about it? What?
No.
No.
I think this guy was tweeted about it.
I don't think I've ever tweeted about it, but I mean, who knows?
I mean, if it's not Jenna Ortega,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't bother him.
All I'm saying is if you guys got a group of friends and you guys want to do like a 5v5 in basketball, we've been talking about that. So if you guys want to.
Are you calling them out now?
Yeah, I'm calling them out.
Calling them out. Call them out, Sergio. Look.
Yeah. So there was
Wait,
another
what?
group of friends. I'm not gonna say exact name, but you guys should know who you guys are at this point. But I'm just saying, I think our group can run you guys in any sport, probably basketball. As much.
I'm gonna call them out.
I don't-
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
call them out.
call
I'm
them
gonna
out?
call them
Call them
out.
out.
Call him out.
Call him out.
Our valedictorian.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dang.
Dylan Lee and your group, we're down to do a 5v5 basketball match against you guys.
Yeah.
We're calling you guys out
Dylan,
now.
I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, honestly, I don't.
No, Zim's gonna be
I'm
in
not
it too.
part of
Zim's
this.
gonna be in it. But if you guys are down to run 5v5 basketball or however much people you want in that basketball match, we're down. We think, according to Sergio, we can beat you in any sport.
I think it's sport. Tennis included.
Tennis included.
Tennis
'cause
included. Hey,
me,
I got
Richie-
the hands now. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we know that you played tennis in as a high school sport, but nah. we've been hitting it up really good. What's up, Zim?
It's 11:30.
Oh, we're good. I know it's gonna stop.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll cut this out. Wait, so when did it start then? Why did this
What?
whole beef thing?
I don't even know if it's beef. I think
This
it's a
guy's-
beef.
Or no,
skit.
I mean,
This
like,
guy
just
just loves
friendly.
it, man. He
I just,
lives
I,
for the
it wasn't
beef.
even my idea who started it. I don't know why we just talked about it one day. I think Calvin's idea to start the basketball.
No,
thing.
it was Alex's idea.
It was Alex's idea?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think we just talked about it one day. We're like, dude, we should just challenge them just because we could, you know? It's big dog people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that was it. I don't think there's any, like, actual beef. Like, I don't hate the dude.
Yeah, no, I
I
didn't mean it like beef. I just meant like
I hate the dude. No,
I
Dylan,
should have been
We miss you and we
valedictorian.
love you, and you deserve to be valedictorian.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was you that started it though.
Nah, it wasn't me.
From our COD days.
Oh yeah. So we used to play a lot of COD with Zimri, and Ivan, you were there too, right?
Yeah,
From time to time, he made a cameo
sometimes.
He
here
was,
and there.
he was a
I know,
cameo.
a cameo.
He was a cameo.
What was your first impression of Sergio playing COD?
It was funny because you would always like instigate the other team, like in between rounds. It was always you starting something.
If you guys know me personally, you know I'm a very competitive person. Like, I try to keep it down if I'm just meeting you, but like if we're close, then you know I'm gonna be talking a lot of mean words. You know, trying to talk you down. I like to get in people's heads. But yeah, me playing honestly any video game, but like COD especially, was when I feel like it was a very hard game for me to play competitively, at least with them, because
You were late in the game.
I was late in the game, so I had some catching up to do. You know, so I would get really upset when I just be like, out fragging people. So I call people out and be like, bro, I just played the game and I'm already better than you. Like, what's going on?
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
And then, you know, working like on a team sport, I feel like, or not an e-sport, there you go. A team
Esports.
e-sport, there you go. A team e-sport is kind of hard
It's a
sometimes.
sport now.
But it's like, I like to do a lot of individual things. But like when you're working with a team and like somebody's not cutting it, you know, you got to call them out. But it's like,
Who
bro,
didn't do
I'm
that,
losing
man?
because of you.
Who didn't cut it out for you, bro?
Yeah, nah.
Call him out.
Sebastian, man.
Ah!
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out
man.
Sebastian, episode
Yeah,
9.
You guys know what I mean, though. But yeah, so I just always get really competitive, and it's just really fun, like talking trash like the other team and stuff like that, because you know they're getting really mad. You know they're probably like, oh, we're gonna try even harder now just for them to lose. But like for me, I like to like make people think they're losing at first, and just to like take away like that feeling of winning, because it just feels so much better when you win after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It was a big group too. It was like us three. I remember Pablo, Sebastian was
Richie.
in it.
And it was
Yes,
constant.
Richie.
It was
Yeah.
a constant,
It was a
like,
constant
3
group.
o'clock meeting every
For
day.
yeah,
bro,
for
it's-
a while.
honestly,
we
it's
were
crazy to be like, all right,
consistent.
who's getting on like at 3 in the morning?
Yeah, it was
Like my
like
sleep schedule was so
pretty
bad at that time.
consistent. I don't.
Was this like during like the COVID?
It
Yeah,
was,
literally like
yeah.
peak COVID. Yeah, that was a good time.
From 2020 to, like, 2021.
Yeah.
Well, it was for a long
I
time.
never got to experience
And
that.
then
era.
Minecraft on top of that, too. That, like,
I played for like a week though.
No, every
No.
friend group has like that one period of time, and it always comes like at least like an annual thing. Where it's like, oh, let's get on Minecraft, and you just start a war for like a good month or two, and then it just dies, and then you're like, oh, let's play Minecraft again. But
we
It's
started
not
in
about
like
that.
January of 2021, right?
Mm.
And then we kept playing for like a good 3 months, but like we did a lot during
Yeah.
this time. And one thing I when we played Minecraft, there was a duplication glitch.
God. I don't know.
Okay.
Shout out to Pablo. Oh yeah, go
so-
ahead.
Okay, so in Minecraft, there was this glitch that Calvin had mentioned, and basically, our goal of Minecraft for us was to like actually beat the game like as a group, right? So obviously, you need to be like mining a lot of resources and stuff like that. So like, I remember like peak before we found out about this glitch, we would like literally just stay in silence for like hours, just like mining, and it was the funniest thing, but it was a vibe, you know. But then one day, Calvin was like, "Hey, you guys know there's this glitch where you could like dupe items," and we're like, "No way." He's like, "Yeah, you could like literally dupe any item you want." So he showed us, and then we're like, "Bro, you gotta be kidding me! Like this is some crazy stuff." But then we didn't know, like obviously we didn't want to tell people that we were like duping stuff, so we kept it like we made a separate group chat from everybody else. We kept a conspiracy going. We're like, "Hey, we're gonna dupe all these items, and we're just gonna like hoard them to ourselves." And they're like, "Where'd you guys get all this stuff from?" We're just gonna literally just gonna hoard all the resources, basically.
You guys are monsters, man.
No, it was,
Wait, so it was just you two?
it was me,
duplicating?
I think Calvin, Anthony Walker, and I think Pablo too.
No, Sebastian.
Was this? No, was this?
No,
I-
we tried to hide it from Pablo.
Oh, we tried to hide it from Pablo. Yeah, we tried to hide it from Pablo.
And Ivan, right? You were the
I
part
was
of this.
I joined late. I joined
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, we tried to hide it from Pablo. So like every single time Pablo would get off, like let's dupe. So we would just dupe all these items.
We would dupe like
Diamonds.
diamonds, emeralds.
Wait, so all you guys did it except for Pablo?
Yeah.
Why, bro?
Yeah.
Let's just tell him.
No, because I think the reason why was because we wanted to. Oh, you know what? I think we messed up one day too because we wanted to counter achievements. So like we started duping like crazy
Yeah.
items, so we could all be like, oh, we all got like this crazy enchanted sword and stuff like that. But like when you like spawn stuff in, you turn off achievements in Minecraft. So like you wouldn't be able to know, like you would know if somebody turned it into creative mode, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we would do. Oh, that's what we would do. So we wouldn't have to actually go mine diamonds. We started spawning in diamond blocks, and we would like duplicate the diamond blocks. We would get like 9 diamonds at a time instead of having to do like 1 diamond at a time. So then when all that was to happen, Pablo would be like, where'd you guys get all this stuff from, bro? We were grinding like all night, dude. Like it was a long night. So
Wait, so what do you say when he found out?
I don't think we even told
never
him.
told
We never told him.
Oh, I
We
guess
literally
now
just
he
dived-
did.
Now we
You'll have
did.
to watch this.
And now
in
I'll
order
have to
find
watch
out.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's good.
yeah. Now you know too, Ivan.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew. Like
You
I
knew-
heard
you knew something was
Sebastian.
up, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like the structures I saw were like too sophisticated for something like that, you know?
No, it was funny because we were all playing together like one time, and then everyone got off, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you started duplicating.
It was
Yeah.
you two?
We duplicated a lot of like emerald, a lot of emeralds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was like emerald pyramids all over.
I know when it's you two and then like Sebastian, I know it's like something scummy going on, right, you know?
And it's
I know
funny
some
because
foul plays
we
gonna
had to
happen.
I remember this one time too, where we hit it like in a mountain, but we have to make like a whole like,
Yeah.
little structure to like duplicate stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we hit it like under like the ground. I remember one time I was like, oh, I'm gonna start mining right here. And he started mining. We're like, oh no, that's not no there, but we need the mountain for something. And we just like he was like literally so close to finding it.
Yes. No, I remember.
Yeah,
that, I
he was
remember
so close to finding it, and we were like, "Oh no, we can't do that there. Like that's his house. We can't be messing with it." He's like, "Oh, okay, I'll mine somewhere else. We mine somewhere else."
that. He was super close to finding like our duplication
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
But we had that like before that this world.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I'm proud of
This
you
is
guys.
peak COVID stuff too?
Yeah.
Dang.
A lot-
I
a lot
never got
had-
to experience that, man.
Dude, I was.
Oh, because you were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. They
Oh,
locked us
you're
in.
What were you
right.
doing?
He was at the,
Yeah, I was like,
He was
I was like, yeah, I was. I
Oh,
was
you
in training,
were?
right?
Yeah, he was getting gassed.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. And
tell us about your experience in the army, man. Like that's crazy.
well, it was good. It was
This
good.
was okay. One thing I want to add to like this was sudden to me, because you know
like me joining, or
yeah, like out of nowhere you're like, hey bro, I'm gonna join the army. I'm like, oh shit.
well, honestly, it was pretty sudden for me.
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
When
But like that's
when I knew what I had to do, like I made the choice that day, right?
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, it was like a week before I actually like joined completely, right?
Yeah.
Where I was like contemplating. I talked with John, right, about this thing, and we were like, out getting Starbucks and discussing it for a bit, and you know, it's pretty convincing, you know. So
I mean,
I mean, now-
you get a lot of benefits from it. I bet.
you know, the free food is probably the best benefit. You could say, like King Taco, right? King Taco, I can get a burrito, a taco, and a large horchata for $5.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
But you were saying about the gas chamber, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, it was like I wouldn't say one of the worst experiences, but I think I screwed up so bad at the gas chamber. So check it out, all right?
So is the gas chamber a part of your training? Like
Yeah, like, everyone has to go through it. You just have to be alive, and they say you went through it, right?
Okay.
But they're showing us how to like fit the masks so that there's no gas going in, right? And me, I'm pretty stupid. Sorry for the language, right? I'm pretty stupid, so I don't really get how to put it on, right? So there's 2 rooms in the gas chamber, right? There's a hot room and there's a cold room.
Mm-hmm.
Cold room is like it has a little bit of the gas, but it's not supposed to do anything to you, right? And the hot room is where it's just like it's just completely smoked out in there, right?
Okay.
And you put on the mask, you make sure it's on, right? I went inside and I started coughing, right? I started feeling like a tingle in my throat, right? Right? Turns out I didn't put it on right?
But yeah.
So, dude, I'm dying in that cold room, right? And about a minute or so, they took us into the hot room. Dude, it was the worst experience of my life, man. I'm choking, right? I feel snot coming down my nose. I'm crying. And at that point, I'm not really thinking straight, right? So the drill sergeant tells us, all right, what I want you guys to do is to hold your breath, take off the mask for about a second, right? Make sure your eyes are closed as well so nothing gets in, and then put it back on. It's to like show that, you can trust it in case like, USA gets bombed or nuked or something, right? What I thought they said was take off the mask and breathe, right? Because like at the end, check it out. Because at the end, that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to just breathe it out, right? To like experience it, right?
Yeah.
But no, I take it out. I'm like, right? And I'm like, dying and everything, right? And it gets so bad, I'm throwing up all over the place and everything, right? I got snot just draining down my nose. I'm crying. What I didn't know though was that next to me, right? There's just a Puerto Rican homie, right? A lot of Puerto Ricans in the army, but this guy specifically, I guess he didn't understand that well to like, I guess, pay attention to the drill sergeant. So he was using me as like a
What
a
you
reference,
doing.
right?
Yeah.
Like a reference,
So you
right?
messed them up too.
Yeah, dude.
No.
So next thing you know, I guess he was looking at me and he started breathing as well, right? You see him, he's throwing up all over the place and everything. And they kick us out, right? They kick us out to catch our breaths. And I'm blind, right? That thing blinds you for a good minute or so, right? When I start seeing again, I see him and he's over there throwing up and he's looking at me too. And you see these like big puppy dog eyes of like betrayal, man. He's like he's pissed off at me, bro. He wants to kill me. Eventually, they make us go through it again, right?
Again?
Yeah, because you have to go through it, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, whatever, fine. They teach me how to do it the correct way. But the problem is now I have snot running down my nose, right? Inside the mask.
Yeah.
So the snot, it's like this really thick snot, right?
Yeah.
It's
we
covering.
have pictures.
Yeah, I have pictures if you guys want to see it, right? It's like covering the nose holes that like have actually little oxygen little
Yeah.
tanks, right? So now I can't breathe, right? I was like 2 minutes of like, just like dying in there before they actually make us like take off the mask for sure. It was an
I
experience.
bet that was that your most traumatic experience coming out of training?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
You start breathing colors after that though, you know?
Really?
Yeah, bro.
You start what?
You start like
Breathing.
I was about to say, like, your nose must
your
be clear.
like your entire like respiratory system is just completely cleaned out, man.
Yeah.
Dang. How long are you supposed?
Gassed.
How long are you supposed to be there?
Just like with the mask off.
Like that whole.
It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a long time.
Yeah, and it took me like 40 minutes
And,
to get to the whole thing.
this is something that you can't say no to?
Well, I took off the mask and like I hear everybody laughing at me.
Snot?
Yeah, I was like snot like on top of my nose, right?
Yeah.
Top of my nose, top of my face, top of my head, right? And you just hear him like, oh, dude, I don't want. He's got like bird poop. Right? They said it more. Yeah, it's more vulgar, right? Dude, it's bird poop on his head. And then I see the pictures after. And,
No, but the pictures look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's saying like snot is all over him and everything like
Yeah.
that, but it's a pretty cool picture.
That's a cool
We'll have to find it and then like.
Oh, I have.
Oh, okay.
What happened with your Puerto Rican friend? Like, were you guys cool afterwards, or like what?
Yeah, we're fine, right? You just
At the
pissed
moment.
off at me, yeah.
At the moment, you almost killed them. So,
It's his
yeah.
fault, you know.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't your. I mean, it's not your fault.
No, it's his fault, bro.
Okay. And then I remember you telling us about how they injected you with something before you went into training.
Oh yeah, man. All right, check it out.
If
So
this
before,
is something that like,
no,
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you even say any of this?
if this isn't like
I'm gonna have
classified
to-
information, right?
No.
Okay.
So before you go in, you're pretty much stuck in a room with a bunch of people, right? So they're basically injecting you with everything so that you don't end up catching.
Before you go into training.
Yeah, before you get
Okay.
to actual the
Like-
actual boot camp.
like
aspect,
giving
right?
your shots.
Yeah, they give you shots, right? There's one specific shot they call the peanut butter shot, right?
The what shot?
The peanut butter shot, which I'm thinking is just like prophylactic antibiotics, because like everyone gets sick easily in there, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know why, but for some reason there's like another effect to this too, and like, how would I say? You can't get hard. Yeah, dude, you can't. I can say that, right?
Say
you
it.
can't
It's
necessarily get hard.
scientific. It's scientific.
Yeah, it's like scientific. So we're all asking each other, like, yo, like,
Something's
can
happening.
you like, yeah, can you feel anything down there, man? You know? Like, no, man, no. We did. Someone did get it up though, you know. It's like,
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, so
Football
how long?
no, because you hear like in the middle of the night, right? In the base, all you hear is. So someone was able to get it on, right? But yeah, it's like for a good like 2 months, it's just dead.
Really?
Yeah.
2 months?
Yeah.
And it was because of this injection.
I
that
would
they gave
assume
you.
so.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And the CIA is gonna hit us and execute them. Watch. Spilling our government secrets.
Oh man, Ivan, it was good to have you on this episode.
He's the reason I can drink the water I drink today. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you to Ivan.
It is what it is, though. You know. What are you gonna do?
2 months for everyone, like, or was that just for you? Like,
For everyone, because
Yeah?
like you know, I think it's mainly because we're just stuck in a room full of dudes, right? So, you know.
so like, why try? You know?
Yeah, why try? You know. I mean, if you're into it, though, you know, I respect that, right? Good for you, man. You know, you hit the jackpot, I guess. But yeah,
That was the army for you.
kinda, yeah.
That's crazy.
I would
That's
say,
crazy.
who's calling me right now? Stockton. I would say, I guess
And then, sorry, go ahead.
it doesn't get any better, really. Honestly, man, it's just I have so many stories of like just like stuff hitting the fan like that, man. You know. One shout out Ortiz for this one, but one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ruin this. Guy's life.
No.
I'm gonna ruin this guy's life. Anyways,
Oh.
this guy, right? It's like later in nursing school, right? The nursing program that we're into.
So Ivan was in the army, and then at the same time going to going to LVN school.
Yeah, they have a nursing program in the army, right? So after boot camp, you get sent to that. And this is later on, right? We're pretty much almost graduating, right? And people are more laxed about it, right? Because, you know, you're used to it right now. You see what you can get away with and whatnot, right? I was with my ex at the time, and I had just come back from drinking, right? I come back, and I'm pretty much wasted, so I go pass out, right?
Mm-hmm.
My friend Ortiz comes in, as well as Bainas, right? Shout out Bainas. And they're asking me, "Hey man, you wanna go drink upstairs with the permanent party, right?" Permanent party are like people who aren't in training.
Mhm.
They're there serving their time, right? Serving their time. And I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm pretty much wasted. I'm just gonna pass out, right?" Whatever. I go to sleep, and they go upstairs and they drink. This guy Ortiz, right? When you give him Jack Daniels, he's a monster, man. He drinks like it's water.
Okay.
I wake up, and there's this girl. She's caressing me, right? Caressing my cheek, right? Oh, so cute, right? I'm weirded out by this, right?
Yeah.
And I see next to me, right, on the bed next to me, my friend Ortiz. He's throwing up bile. He's like bile.
Like cholesterol.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
He's gone because he drank a whole bottle in like 20 minutes, right?
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have these random dudes. You have like 3 or 4 random infantry guys in there trying to help him because he's completely like he's dying right there.
Yeah,
right?
he's dying.
He's
Yeah,
dying.
they're gonna be probably dying.
It got so bad that he was just completely covered in his own throw up, right?
Mm.
So they had to strip him naked and they had to drag him into the shower and shower him as best they could.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Hey, you know what? I respect those friends. Though.
And
Those are real friends.
Yeah.
For
They're not even
real,
friends. They're
yeah.
strangers.
Oh, I see.
They're strangers.
Hey,
No,
there's hope in
that's-
humanity.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's
And-
hope in humanity.
And this guy Bainas, right? My other friend, he's there. He's not as bad as Ortiz. He tells me like what their experience was up the stairs, right?
Mm.
That girl that was caressing me, apparently she has like a whiteboard in her room, and it was like a to-do list, right? The first one said, "This is what they told me, right? I'm not sure if this is like accurate, but I'm about to ask him again." They said the first thing to do on her list was to break up with whoever she was with, right? And then there was 4 more names, right? And it was just dudes' names, you know?
She had a hit list.
She had a hit list, man. You know?
Wait, was your name on it or
No.
So she was just
So
pressing
just
for
caressing
nothing.
you for funsies.
Yeah.
Damn.
She had nothing better to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good Saturday night to me.
Dude, I was hungover like really badly when that whole thing was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Morning comes, and this guy he's trash, right? But he's alive, thank God.
Uh-huh.
So we're like, all right, man, we gotta take you to Blackbird Diner.
Oh, yeah, Blackbird Diner.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Want to see a terrible idea? Because you know how like the Blackbird Diners are like the breakfasts are so huge.
Yeah.
Right. He eats it all, right? And he has like 3 big glasses of orange juice. I don't know how he made it back without throwing up, but he does. Right at the doorstep of our door, he ends up throwing up, and it's all over the hallway, right? From pretty much from the whole width, completely covered up.
Mm-hmm.
It took him 4 hours to clean up the throw up, man.
4 hours?
Yeah.
That much?
It was like, for reference, probably like these 2 tables combined of like the diameter, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Yarmy.
Wow.
Our tax dollars, you guys. That's what they go to.
Tax dollars. I'll pay for that.
I'll pay
You
for
I'll
that.
pay for a
For,
good
like,
story.
I'll pay for a good time. and a good story.
I'll pay for a
Yeah,
good story.
you're paying for alcoholism, nicotine, and deviancy, man. Thank you for your tax dollars.
Honestly, that might be like the best story we've had.
Yeah, the best story told, like
Which
the
one,
story making and the imagery that you gave us, the whole choking and everything.
No, you guys had to be there to see it, man.
I bet, but you did a
it's
good
gnarly.
job.
You were like,
like,
last night's a movie.
yeah, last night really was a movie. But
It's not even a movie anymore, man. It's just a horror film, dude.
Dang.
so Ivan was, a whole. He had like a whole background in like army, nursing.
How long were you doing that for? Like training, army, and all
About
that?
2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have to got delayed because of COVID too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kept us pretty much after we finished like the first part of the school. They kept us there for about like 4 months,
Yeah.
just doing
Like-
nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, but we had this arc. I like to call them arcs in like the
The
cinema
arc.
council, the cinema council lore, where like obviously our friend John was doing the same thing as Ivan. Ivan was supposed to I think come back on the like 8 months, like a lot sooner than he actually came back. So he was missing like all these like big events. That's why it was like really nice when he finally came back. We're like, oh, we finally got the group back together. Like the whole, he's finally back to a main character again.
Yeah.
So,
Instead of a cameo.
instead of a
10
cameo,
day
instead of a
here and
cameo
there,
on the Xbox party or something like that.
He's back to being a rotation player.
Yeah.
Yeah, just changed me for the worse.
Speaking of the cinema council, you want to talk about the lunch scandal?
Oh, so there's one thing I hate now, and I hate scammers, but back then I think I was a pretty big scammer.
Nice.
So back in middle school, there was these things called like front of the line passes, and people who went to like Sussman or middle school, I don't know if that's doxing or not, but basically the lines were always so long that sometimes you literally couldn't even get lunch inside because the line was that long. So by the time you actually got your food, like the bell had rang, and then you literally were stuck with food you couldn't even eat. So if you were like a really good student, some teachers would like give you these things called like front of the line passes, and you could literally like cut the whole entire line and just literally never have to wait for food again. You could just walk up and just give them your pass, and it is what it is. So I think this technology was kind of new at the time, but we got like a new printer with like a photo scanning printer type of thing. So I had this brilliant idea. I was like, hey, why don't I like print a couple of these?
Brilliant.
Yeah, why don't I have to print like photo scan a
Genius
couple of these
Genius.
and just like give them to my friends, and then we could just never have to wait in line again. So I'm like, let's see if it works out. So I print a couple out and I give it to like some of these guys. And next thing you know, we're just always at like, we're just cutting the front of the line. Like, oh, you guys want to get lunch quick today? Here's the front of the line pass. I just start printing them and printing them
How long like did we get away with that for?
like a while. I think like at least a good month, I think, which is a lot in like a school time. So then that happens, and I'm like, you know what? Like, why don't I like start low-key kind of selling these? Because people started like some of our friends around us, they would see me pass them, and they would see I had lunch pass. Where are you getting all these from? So I told them, oh, I'm like printing them or whatever. So they're like, oh, like why don't I buy them? So I started selling them for like a few bucks here and there, and people started using them on this, and that. And honestly, I find it kind of surprising that like we didn't even like nobody really got suspicious at all this whole entire time. Because I'm selling them, people are using them like nonstop. There's like kids who obviously aren't the good kids using like these front of the line passes, And
we had a good track record.
Yeah, we had a good track record. That's why I think it was kind of like it wasn't as obvious for us.
I was president of the scholarship too.
So we almost got caught one day, and this is where I crazy for doubling down on this. But it was on our math class. I was with Calvin one time, and he asked for like a lunch pass. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So I give him the lunch pass, and our math teacher at the time was like, hey, like, what are you giving Calvin? And I'm like, oh, I'm giving him like a lunch pass. I'm like, okay. And I think she looked really suspicious about it, but then she was like, oh, like, why don't we talk after class? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, I guess. So class finishes, and I could just tell Calvin's kind of stressing out, but he's just like already freaking like all tense and everything like that. And so he's like, I could just tell. I'm like really hoping he's just not gonna like break and like confess up, right? And so she's like, oh, like what'd you give him, Sergio? I'm like, oh, I told you I'd give him like one of my lunch passes. Oh, really? I'm like, yeah. She's like, so why are you giving it? So I'm like, oh, he just needed it. I don't really use it, so he could just have it. It's like, oh, it's like, where'd you get it from? So I told her the teacher who gave it to me. And so she's like, oh, so if I go ahead and call this teacher right now, so go ahead and say that she gave it to you. And I'm like, in my head, it was like, like a million miles per hour. I'm like, do I say yes? Do I say no? You know? It's like one of those quick scenes like in a video game, you know? So I'm like, yeah, you could go ahead and call her. Like, she'll tell you she gave it to me. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And then Calvin's over here, like, literally just not even saying like a single word. And I'm like, please, Calvin, don't say anything, bro. So I say, okay, I believe you. I won't call her. I'm like, okay, cool. And then she lets us go, and Calvin's like, "Oh my god, dude, bro, I can't believe you said you could call her." I was like, in my head, bro, I was like, dude, I'm such a bro, like, I'm so sick for that. And then next, I think this ends up going on for like another week, and then one day, like, I don't know, I think I'm literally like walking with some other friends, I think, and I see them like go to the front, and they get pulled off to the side, and I could tell they got in trouble. So I'm like, damn, like low key, like I think they got in trouble for the lunch passes. Maybe something happened.
It was me, Ivan, and Alex.
Yeah, so they got in trouble for using the lunch passes.
You guys got in trouble?
We were the ones that got caught.
Yeah, so I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna use the lunch pass today. Like, I don't know what happened. So
I remember getting caught though.
So something goes on, and then I find out that one of my other friends are like, bro, Sergio, they finally figured out they were fake. I'm like, what do you mean they were figured out they were fake? They're like, exactly. They're just papers. Like, how are they gonna know it's fake? And I guess when my teacher gave it to me the first time, she was supposed to sign it, and there's like a little blank spot that says signature.
Oh, and
So
there was no signature.
I don't even think they realized that they were fake. They just thought we took them. So they just we thought we took them without her actually signing it.
Yeah.
So they got in trouble for it. I think they got like a lunch detention, so I had to do trash pickup and do lunch inside. And they were all mad at me. They're like, Sergio, like, what the hell? Like, you're the one who freaking gave us these passes. And like, they were snitching me out, bro.
We weren't snitching you out. We weren't snitching you out.
Based on what I heard, based on what I heard, is I was getting
you
snitched
were
out.
not snitching
People
you
were
out.
like, bro,
No.
Sergio's printing these.
No.
He's selling them.
No.
This and that.
Look, Sergio was never gonna get in trouble because no one was gonna snitch him out.
Nah, that's not
if
what I
anything, we snitched out someone that wasn't even using the passes. I forgot who we snitched out, but it wasn't Sergio. We snitched out someone that was never like even a part of the circle. Somehow they just got in trouble for what we were doing, and that's what happened.
Nah, that's not what I heard.
Nah.
What I heard and what they told me is like, nah,
There's two people
Sergio.
here.
They're like, if we're going down, you're going down with us. And I'm like, bro, why are you guys doing me like that? And what's crazy is I ended up having this is how I know they did snitch me out.
No,
because the track
we
coach,
didn't know.
the track coach at the time, Mr. Lopez, came to talk to me because it was like track season during the time, and they wanted at first to take me off of the track team because of what happened, but they're like, no. And Mr. Lopez was literally like, oh, I'm leaking his name, whatever, you could blur it, whatever. But he's like, hey, so I heard what happened. I vouched for you. I said it wouldn't happen again. So I'm just trusting you don't do something stupid like that again because everyone was literally snitching you out and basically said it was you printing out these passes. But like, I really want you to run for the track team. So I'm not going to just pretend it never happened. We just
Lies.
No.
Everything was valid up until this point.
Yeah.
Nah.
And there's another friend who even said, yeah, bro, I snitched you out. And he even said, I don't want to leak the name. Right? Because
It's a
middle school
I
thing.
could believe the name too.
Okay, Facundo literally told me, bro.
That's who got in trouble.
Facundo literally
That's who
told
got in
me.
trouble.
He literally was like, bro, yeah, bro, I snitched you out. Everyone else was like, oh, you're going to snitch on Sergio? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to snitch on Sergio. We all said it, we're going to snitch on you, bro. Hey, bro, I love you, but I had to do it. Everyone else is doing it. So,
I'm not bleeping the name.
Shout out Facundo, bro.
So then after that, I was like, yeah, but the crime life isn't for me. And, you know,
That's who
The
got in
crime
trouble.
life.
Yeah, that's who got
It
in
was
trouble.
Facundo.
yeah, but after that, I said, you know what? No more scamming. I hate scammers. And since then,
I thought it was Pablo.
No,
No,
Pablo
no.
was.
It was
Pablo got in
Facundo,
trouble.
it
It
was
was me,
Facundo.
you, Pablo got in trouble, and then Facundo was the one that didn't. That was barely a part of
And
it. He got in
that's so
trouble.
funny. I was like, what is Facundo? I never gave Facundo a lunch pass, and the one day I gave it to him, he ended up getting in trouble.
But my thing is like, why was she so suspicious of like you giving it to Calvin? Like, what's the big deal? Like, it's just a
don't-
lunch pass.
That's what I'm saying. I never understood why she got suspicious of me giving it to him something in class in the first place. I really will never understand her reasoning why she decided to pull us off after. But she was like, what's so bad about
Like, what's
it?
so yeah.
Like, I'm giving you a piece of paper. Like, what am I is that bomb?
It's just a lunch,
You know, like,
lunch pass. Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's that story. And then after that, I ended up winning, I think, like student of like the year at the end of it too. I got like a little plaque and everything for that.
Nice.
Yeah, so
This
that
guy's
was,
a big capper, bro.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
have
you're-
it.
you're
I
a
have
big
it.
liar, man. You're a liar, man.
literally. I would literally provide a screenshot and my award, and I'll take a selfie with it so you guys could post it on the podcast. And it's literally the outstanding student service of the year award. I got that for
Dang.
being a student
Well,
council.
just know he didn't deserve it.
Yeah, you don't deserve it, man. You're a fraud, bro.
I did it.
Fraud.
You know, I don't like her,
Sussman.
man. She snitched me out to my dad.
I snitched you out.
No, she did.
Oh, the teacher.
Oh,
the teacher.
Yeah. She said.
She called. She called my parents too.
Yeah, she said that.
She did call everyone's parents.
I think
huh?
that's why.
That's everyone got
No,
mad.
I didn't. I never got a call. They never called my parents about that, but they called my dad about a different thing, right?
Oh.
They said that while I was a good kid in class, right, I was completely different with my friends, right? And I'm like, of course, man. I'm not gonna be,
I'm not gonna disrespect you.
yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be with my friends, saying certain things and whatnot to you,
Yeah.
It's like, talking to an adult compared to how I'm talking to a baby, right?
Yeah.
But, at the time, I wasn't taking it that way. I got in trouble. So, screw her.
Dang.
Right.
This is the same teacher as
It was our counselor
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The counselor was one who dealt with all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to go back on the Simon Council arc, like it's crazy to go from that and now Sergio's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, I stream on Twitch. It's a little bit harder to do now because of my time. But back when I was streaming, like peak during the pandemic.
What do you do?
Right now I just stream whatever game I'm playing, to be honest. But I think streaming becomes really hard after a certain point, because I think in order to like actually get viewers, you can't just be playing video games anymore. Like I think you could be, like you can see like top streamers now, like obviously like Pokemon and like Valkyrie and stuff like that. Like, you could see them just playing Overwatch or like Valo for like 6 hours and they get like peak viewers and they could just be gaming. But like now, like if you really want to stick out, like you have to be doing something else, like a challenge or like doing things. So like for example, like when I was really streaming a lot, I would have like baking streams. Like the thing I kind of picked me up a little bit more when I did like the stream where like, oh, this like I got like a sub goal, so people were gonna. I got my armpits waxed. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I got my armpits waxed on stream, and I think I peaked at like almost like 40, 50 viewers, I think, which is a lot for like a really small streamer on me, especially somebody like on Twitch.
Yeah.
So then after that, I just kind of rolled the momentum for like a good like month or two, and I was averaging like 30-ish viewers per stream, which is a lot because like I think in order to be like in the top like 1% of Twitch, you have to at least have like 2 viewers, which is insane because
Yeah.
there's just so many people on there. So after that, like it was like a lot of work to be consistently thinking of new stream ideas like every single day to keep people entertained. So I was like, I just kind of want a game. And then obviously, like if you're just gaming, like people kind of like, oh, if they don't like the game, nobody's really gonna watch either.
Mhm.
So it just becomes really hard after that. So like now I'm kind of streaming more casually. I really wish I had more time to be doing stream ideas like that because I have a lot of ideas, but it's just the time that takes a lot of
No,
big
yeah.
effort. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with streaming. It's really fun. If you guys want to catch me on Twitch, here's my little shout out, twitch.tv/Sergio Salsa. Yeah, and that's what I'm
That's a
doing
cool
with
name,
streaming.
Sergio Salsa.
Yeah, So the reason it's why it's salsa is I have some friends in high school who like would just like my last name is Salas, so like the last name would always autocorrect to salsa like on like the computers and stuff like that. So they're like, oh, why don't we just call you Salsa? Like it never really stuck. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I just kind of just stuck with it to be
Yeah.
honest. So then yeah, Sergio Salsa just became like a thing, and I just have it as my Twitch username.
When did you start streaming?
So I started streaming, I think like my freshman year of college, I think freshman year. And I was literally just like streaming off of like a really terrible laptop. And then,
what got you into it too?
so the reason why I actually really wanted to start streaming was because I play Smash Brothers. I don't know if you guys, probably a lot of people, you guys know what that game is. I compete
No.
in that game. You know what Super Smash Brothers is?
Yes.
Okay, I was just like,
You
let me
play,
make
you
sure.
play, right?
Yeah, I didn't say no though.
Oh, I think I said no.
That
Oh.
was my
So yeah, I competed in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or like Smash 4 before too, and I really wanted to stream myself like playing that game. So I'm like, okay, I'll just stream doing that, and then so going back into my lore a little bit too. I had a YouTube channel called Pokemon Fan. Like that's why I mentioned it like way back in middle school, and surprisingly enough, I had like 40,000 views on some videos, like 50,000. Like it was kind of wild. So I always had like that idea that I wanted to do like creative things like that, but I just never had like the time to really do it. It's like, why don't I kind of, when COVID hit, and obviously I wasn't driving to school anymore, I had a lot more free time on my hand. I'm like, why don't I incorporate like those ideas I had now into like my streaming, which is why I thought of like those baking streams or like those like tier lists and like a lot of different things like that. So that's why I was like, you know what, like I really want to do something kind of creative. I like the film type of aspect thing and like the video editing part of stuff. So like, why don't I just do the streaming part of things? So streaming was really fun. And I think that's all I really have to say about that, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's
Shout
it.
out Forrest Gump.
I
Yeah,
have
shout
a
out
question
Forrest
though.
Gump.
Who's your top donor?
Hey, Ivan's my top donor though. I was, you know what's funny is I was doing this stream one time for multiple sclerosis. So I think my goal was to raise, I don't remember, maybe like $500. I ended up raising it.
You donate too.
What?
You donate too.
Donate to?
Like for multiple.
Yeah, it was MS Society. So multiple sclerosis, it's a neurodegenerative disease. And I was doing a fundraiser with them, I think, for like a whole like month. So I was raising funds through donations to donate to them.
Oh, nice.
And I think Ivan was one of my donors. I think he donated like $100 or something like that, which is
Yeah.
really nice. I really appreciate him for that. But yeah, I think over that whole month, I think I raised like $500, which is like a lot for like a smaller streamer like me, you know?
That's good.
So the reason I wanted to donate was that was something that almost affected me. So I was like, I want to pay back to that. So it was a fun month for streaming. So
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
lit.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
really cool.
MS
The real
awareness.
hero.
MS awareness.
Yeah.
MS
In
awareness.
your peak when you were streaming a lot.
Yeah.
How often would you stream and for how long?
So I would stream like 5 days a week and probably like for like 3-4 hours sometimes. If it was like a bigger stream where I had like more of like an event, like the armpit stream, or like if I was like a baking stream or something like that, maybe like a 2-hour stream. But like what I would do sometimes is I would stream like an event like that, and then I would go into a game right after. So I think that's the best way you can honestly kind of grow on Twitch. Like you just kind of start off like doing things like that, and then you hold that audience hopefully to into your gaming stuff. So then you can kind of chill a little bit more when you game, you know. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy because I wasn't working at the time either, and I was making enough money on Twitch to like subs and like ads and stuff like that I was like kind of doing pretty well. So I was like, I think if I put enough effort, I hopefully maybe could have gone into like at least a decent streamer. But like that's always a what if, you know. But time's hard, man. I don't know if you guys know that too, but like especially Kamoto mentioned it earlier that really time holds a lot of people back, and it's really hard to kind of find time to do things you like.
Yeah.
Very true.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the question I just. Oh, yeah. The armpit thing. How'd that go?
Okay,
Your
so
waxing.
you know what's really, really funny is I would actually wax my armpits again, and I actually think it helped me a lot because I don't know, I don't know if it was just why, but I was having like really bad eczema like on my armpits, like really bad.
Yeah.
So when I waxed them, I don't know if it's because there was just no hair, so I could actually get like airflow through there again or something. But it actually like made my skin really clean again, and I haven't had that
Oh,
problem
yeah?
since. Yeah. So I don't know if honestly I would do it again if I had like eczema again, because I don't know if I just think maybe because my skin started getting really dry there, and then waxing it just made it really like clean, I guess.
You just tore off the cells, man. You know.
I don't know, but you know what? Like I said, I kind of worked out for me at the end. I mean, if I had to do it again to like fix my armpits like that, then I guess I would. But I mean, it hurt a lot in the moment, obviously. But it was a really fun stream, though. It was a really fun stream. I was getting a lot of donations and a lot of people in chats. It was a really good time.
Was that the worst pain you've ever experienced?
No, that definitely was not the worst pain experience. I think the worst pain I've ever experienced was this time in Hawaii. I think I'm a really good swimmer. So,
Oh.
you know, I'm like those people like, oh, I'll go swim like in the deepest part, like the ocean. I won't care. And
That ocean's
there
not
was
deep,
this like, there was this part like that was like, I forget what island it was. I think it was maybe Oahu. But there's like a lot of beaches where like it's kind of blocked off, like on the sand, so like the waves don't really hit. It's like a soft beach.
I know
what it's
exactly
called.
what you're talking about, man.
Yeah,
I know
so
exactly.
if you jump over like that ridge, like the water gets really rough. So like what I like to do sometimes, like, I like to like ride the waves like my body, like body surfing they call it. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna jump over and like do it. But I'm kind of dumb, and I didn't realize like how much the tide was actually gonna kind of pull back. And when the tide pulled back, there was a lot of rocks and stuff like on the floor.
They're like surprisingly
And it's like
really
coral.
shallow.
It's like coral, like
so
sharp
it's
rough,
rocks. Yeah.
So I was kind of chilling, but then the tide pulled back really, really hard, and I was like, oh, like I was kind of in my head like, oh shoot, like this is gonna be like a big wave, and the wave just like picked me up and just tossed me like all over like the rocks like on the floor, and I just kept going and going and going, and I was like just literally my body, I could literally feel like all the rocks was like scraping like all over my body, and so I finally like hit like the little barrier of like the wall where like you jump over to go back into like the beach again. I just remember like, oh my god, like I have to get up now because if I don't get up, like I'm gonna drown. Like there's no way I'm gonna like come back up and take another like breathing second of doing that. So I remember just like doing all my strength. I was like pulling myself over the wall and getting up, and it's like just scratches and it's like blood, just like all over like my chest. It was terrible, man.
Was it a Waikiki?
It was Waikiki. Yeah, it was Waikiki
I-
Beach.
dude,
Waikiki.
I
It was
had that
Waikiki
same
Beach.
experience.
Yeah, it was
Really?
Waikiki
Right there?
Beach. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was Waikiki Beach. Yeah. And so I remember I came over. I just threw myself over the wall, and I was like, damn, boy, I low-key could have died right now. Hey, but you know what? That adrenaline rush, I felt good.
I had that exact same experience, man. I bought what was it, like a boogie board?
Yeah,
You know those
boogie board,
ones?
yeah.
Mhm.
And I did exactly that, right?
Yeah.
You know, it was like a little like how'd you say, like a little pier.
Yeah,
next
yeah,
to
yeah.
it. I jumped
Yeah,
into it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I could ride the waves from there.
Yeah.
And dude, I don't know how shallow like the little pier was, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but the one wave that hit me that caused me to go,
Yeah.
right? I lucked out I guess I lucked out, man, because if I had landed in a certain way, I would have been caught in like, I guess like a little trench that was there.
Yeah.
And it would have just tore off my leg. You know?
Huge.
And I knew like too, like, okay, if I don't end up over this wall, I'm probably gonna die. You
Yeah.
know? So it was crazy.
When did you guys go?
Well, this was like
Like-
for me, like I think maybe like my junior year of high school, maybe even my
Oh,
sophomore year.
yeah?
So it's been a while, but
I went a few months ago
Oh yeah, nice.
You've been
Just
there
what?
quite frequently, right?
to Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's my first time.
Where'd
my
you?
mom-
Oahu.
Yeah, Oahu, and we also went to the Big Island.
Oh,
That was
yeah?
nice.
Nice.
My mom loved it so much that we're probably gonna go again this year.
Well,
So-
Sick. That's awesome.
Fun, bro.
Yeah, we've been going on a lot of trips this year, man. You know.
That's awesome, dude.
have you guys had like a near experience like that?
Nah, just I guess the biggest thing for me was when I got the stitches on my knee.
Uh huh.
But
For what?
I fell off my bike. Just like
That's
something
hard.
simple.
That's
That's hard.
But I mean, when I fell, I guess my knee hit the edge of the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and it didn't really hurt.
No.
Like the pain, it didn't hurt. But I remember I was wearing pants, and I was like, I'll just check to see. I thought it was like a little scrape or something. I was like, I'll just check. So I like rolled it up, and then like the skin on my knee was like, it was like a flap. It was like someone like peeled it
Yeah.
like, back. So obviously I could see like my bone and all that. So
Nice.
I think that's like the biggest
Injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. I don't.
What about you, Calvin?
You know, I don't think I ever. Yeah.
I've always been. I've been a really like I'm clumsy, right?
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
really clumsy guy, but honestly, I've never had like any type of injuries.
Yeah.
Probably like the worst injury I've ever had is like shin splints from
That's
track
crazy.
Yeah.
or like falling off from hurdles. But that's pretty much it.
Same. I've never had like an actual injury.
Really?
And
Oh
I think-
yeah.
That's crazy. You guys have lived this
I think-
long. You
I
guys
think-
haven't like.
I think my biggest injury was just it was actually in Hawaii too, right? I was snorkeling, right?
Yeah.
And those coral, like you said, the coral are like.
They're sharp.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
And I guess I was just being clumsy, right? I ended up cutting myself right here, and it was like, I don't know, about this size of a laceration, right?
Yeah.
And it was pretty deep, but just within a week it went away. That was my biggest injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I swear I've never.
Yeah.
It's not that I've ever. I'm not like
No,
like,
I get you, I
I'm
get
not
you.
like, too cautious. Like, okay, LeBron's been in the NBA for like how many years now,
20 years.
and he hasn't been injured.
Guess he has.
Yeah, but not like that.
Not to
Not,
like,
not like a
not to
Kobe
a
ACL,
point,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like obviously, like you can have like a shin splint here and there.
Yeah.
A little arm sore. Like so I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
LeBron has experience. And,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, has missed some games because of that.
yeah.
But
Like hospitalization type injury down.
yeah, or like getting lacerations, getting cut,
Yeah.
getting like any type of like big bleeding. I've never had that.
That's good.
I don't think
That's
so.
good.
Or like one I wouldn't remember. Like maybe, like back, like when I was like 3, I'm pretty sure like I have a scar from right over here because I ended up like tripping and.
Oh, you hit your head on something?
Yeah, I hit my head on
same
something,
here.
but like I don't remember that far enough to like affect me,
Yeah.
you know.
That's good.
And I remember like blood and everything, but no, I'm a pretty
That's
careful guy.
I had,
guess.
I had that like, you see how my eyebrow here is kind of like a little like, there's like a little, I guess like gap or something. It's because I hit my head on the desk, on my desk, like when I was like 1 or something.
Oh dang.
Yeah, something like that. Apparently it was bleeding, but
Yeah. But like, it was something that you can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
That's
other
why
than
you-
that, it's the knee.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
like, I like to think I'm a pretty active person. Maybe that's why like I think I'm a little bit more to like getting big cuts like that. And I was gonna pick up this story that just popped into my head. So I like to go hiking, and I wish I go hiking more, but sometimes you do.
God.
So I was hiking with this dude and our friend Andres and
Oh,
John,
you almost-
right?
yeah.
I literally almost died. It was really crazy. So it wasn't funny, but we were just kind of just, you know, when you're just hiking, you just talk about random things.
It's pretty funny.
And I was like, imagine what would we do if like one of us like got really hurt or like died like on this thing, like how would somebody have to carry the person back? Like obviously there's no phone signal here, so we can't even call somebody to come help us, you know?
Well, where's this at?
It was
Black Star Canyon.
Black Star Canyon, yeah,
in
it's Black Star
Irvine
Canyon.
Hills.
In Irvine,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, it's a really beautiful hike.
nice.
A lot of like rock climbing and stuff. But so it was honestly the most crazy hike we've done, or I've done personally. But it was raining really hard too. So like it was raining hard. We're rock climbing, and we just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, it's
and then
like not an easy hike either.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy hike, and we finally reached like where we were supposed to go, and we were talking to some guys, and like, oh, you know, you could keep the hike keeps going. You could go to the top of the cliff. So we're like, oh, like honestly, I'm kind of down. And I think you were kind of down too, right?
You're not saying it right. All right. So the hike ends there, right?
Yeah.
The hike ends there.
Hike ends.
And it's like how do you say? We're like at the bottom of this cliff area, right?
It's like a waterfall, like a little.
There's a waterfall, right? It's steep. It's really steep. And off to the side, there's just this rope that goes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to go up that rope.
No, you
right?
can go up. You can go up. You can go up. It's
You
just-
cannot go up
You gotta
that
be
rope,
more.
man.
You gotta be like a down. You know, you gotta be down for it.
This is why what
See,
happened.
This is why I get hurt. This is why I get hurt.
Okay, now you can continue.
Okay, so I see this rope, and I'm like, hey, you guys down to go? I don't know if it was you or John to go like, I'm down.
It was me.
I think it was Ivan. I was like, I'm down. And then John was like, oh, you know what? I'm down too. So like, okay, let's start climbing it. And our friend just did not want to go. He's like, I'll just wait for you
Yeah,
guys
he didn't
down
want to
here.
go. He wanted to stay down there.
And we're like, nah, let's just go. So he just finally doesn't come. So we just start walking and walking. He's okay, fine, I'll go. So we see him finally climbing up with us. And we ended up doing almost like it was like probably like, I don't even know how long of a hike. We were gone like the whole entire
Yeah,
day.
I think it was like 8 hours total.
It was like 8-hour hike.
Damn.
Yeah, we just kept, honestly, we literally had no end. We were like, let's keep going. And we just kept going and going and going and going and going.
No, like that rope. I'm telling you, it's like the rope is like so steep.
It's-
It's like, how would I put it?
Yeah, it's really
It's really steep.
It's really
You're
steep.
basically like this.
And it
What
makes it even
degree?
harder. And like the reason why I
Yeah,
brought up the
exactly.
rain was because obviously it's muddy, so there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of these
yeah.
rocks and
Shit's-
stuff,
yeah,
right?
stuff slipping.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when we first went up, I kind of noticed that when you would step, big rocks would sometimes fall down below. So
Oh,
I kept that in
yeah.
my head. So when we came back down, obviously the rocks were really soft and everything was there. So I told these dudes, I said, hey, let's go one person down at a time, because if all of us go down at the same time, I just feel like somebody's going to do a big rock and just someone's going to get smashed in the head and fall off the freaking cliff basically at this point. Okay, yeah. Everyone's kind of in agreement at this point. So I start going down, I'm doing my thing, and all of a sudden I see my friend Andres just start going down. And I'm like, Andres, just wait. And I don't know if he's just dumb or what happens, but he just keeps going and going. And all of a sudden I see him step, and like a boulder like the size of my head just starts rolling towards my face. And I'm like, I don't know, this instinct kicked in. My reflexes were just like crazy that day, I guess. And I just barely dodged it, and the rock just goes and just shatters.
Honestly, he probably would have died.
No, and I'm like, I was at such high of a point that like even the hit of my face would have for sure smashed my face, and the impact of me falling off of the cliff would have for sure probably
Yeah,
killed me
we
at
were
that
like
point.
200 feet off the ground.
And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, like, Andres, what the hell are you thinking? Sorry, man. I'm like, bro, like I just said, that's why you gotta be
Oh my
careful.
gosh.
So I go down the hill, and I'm just like, we all go down, and we're like, bro, like, I actually almost could have died, and we kind of laughed about it. But after we were driving home, we're like, dude,
Nah,
like,
you weren't
no, like
laughing.
literally, I was literally gonna die, bro. So, but damn, that was a crazy moment, man. I was like, I told Andres, like, you literally almost killed me today. Nah, man, you would have.
Just walk it off.
Just walk it off, man.
It was cool. It was a cool view though.
Yeah, it was a beautiful hike.
And
Yeah.
he lived. What
And I
was
lived.
the name?
Black Star Canyon.
Black Star Canyon, Irvine.
Yeah,
Well, watch out for falling rocks if you ever.
yeah. Watch out for
Just
falling
don't go
rocks.
during the rain.
Dude, speaking of the hikes, when you guys were in Hawaii, did you guys do it's in Oahu? I forgot the name of the hike. It's
Diamond Head?
might have been that where it's an old train. It's like a
Oh no,
train.
yeah, I
No, I
passed
know.
by it on the way there. Yeah, this is just this big.
It's a
train track
big
going all the way
train
up,
track. Yeah, going up. That's crazy. Yeah, that one.
No, we did
You
one
got-
like where it's like how would you say it? In Hawaii, there's like a Jurassic Park place.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, where they film
Yeah,
Jurassic
yeah,
Park,
yeah.
but it's like $90 a person, right? I'm not stupid, right? I'm not gonna spend $90. So on the other side of the island,
Stupid.
there's like essentially the same place, right? But it's free, and we did that hike. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
That's
Nice,
cool. That's cool.
nice.
Dang, bro, $90 just to hike at
Yeah,
that
per
spot.
person too.
Wow. To walk.
Yeah, to walk on down the road.
I did that park, but I did not the hike. I did the zip line thing. It's just
Oh,
me.
see, now zip line, that looked
the zip line was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's one thing I wouldn't do.
Zip line?
zip line? No?
What? Come on, it's
You've
not that
been
bad.
ziplining?
Yeah, I went ziplining. It was really fun.
It was fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
that's cool.
Yeah.
One thing I want to do is skydiving.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
No,
want to skydive.
I always feel like I'm the type of person who'd be down, but I feel like when I'm actually there, I wouldn't be down.
I don't know.
You
I don't know if I would.
I don't
but-
know.
I do it, man. I jump off by myself too. I don't even use
Really?
like you know
No
how there's,
shoot?
like, a guy in the
No
first
shoot.
time.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
scared of that feeling that you get?
No, it's not the feeling. I just feel like I just keep having this one edge in my head, like, oh my god, what if the parachute doesn't work? You know?
Okay. That's valid.
That's
Even
that's
happens
literally
before.
no. That's
Hey,
that's
if
my
you
only
die,
fear.
what are you gonna do, man? You know?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's like, you know, if it happens, at least it's quick, you know? At least it's quick. You're not just like just in pain for like hours. But I don't know. Skydiving is the one thing I'm like, in my head I'm down, but when I get there, I'm like, I don't think I'd be down.
Well, are you scared of heights or no?
No, I'm okay with heights.
I hate heights, man.
And you
Are
see
you
like
gonna
that?
skydive?
Huh?
You're gonna skydive?
It's different because they're like, I have no choice, you know?
Uh-huh.
Say like, I was in New York a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And we went up to an observation deck, right? And you're just looking down, and I don't know what it is, but I get so psyched out, right?
Yeah.
Like so I get vertigo, so stuff starts spinning
Yes.
and whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
My arms are like sweaty, right? Like I want to die, man. You know? I just want to get out of there, man.
Uh-huh.
Wait, where in New York? Like what observation? Like the World Trade Center? Or?
No, it's called Top of the Rock.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
open
nice.
air. Yeah. But I'm losing myself right there. You know?
Yeah.
I'm going crazy.
You didn't do like the Empire State or like the World Trade Center? That one?
Nah. We kind of wanted to do that one, but
Yeah.
Do you have like a biggest fear?
I'm pretty scared of heights, but
Thank
I
you.
still do it.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Biggest fear? Like, what do you mean?
So, like-
I hate spiders. Yeah. I
Okay.
get spiders.
Spiders. So
I
if
guess.
you ever was like one thing that like you were stuck in a room with, what wouldn't you be stuck in a room with? It'd be the spiders.
hell yeah, bro.
Probably.
Yeah, spiders. What about you?
Zim. Nah.
Or a scorpion, maybe.
Scorpions.
Oh, scorpions are pretty scary.
That's scary.
Hmm.
Because I mean, at least like some spiders, it's like they don't do anything to you. But
Yeah.
like tarantulas, don't they like not do anything to you?
No.
No, they don't. But they're.
But like
one
they
of-
could be like poisonous, right?
Yeah,
Or
their hairs are
something like that?
poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as long as you don't bother it, like
Yeah.
you're chilling. But I don't know. What were you gonna say?
I have a big fear of the ocean. I have thalassophobia.
Really.
So, one thing I wouldn't be in or I wouldn't want to be in a room with is whale. Is a whale.
Really?
Specifically a sperm whale.
Are you afraid it's gonna hurt you, or just scared of it itself?
I'm just scared of how big it is. I don't know if that's like a.
That's what she said.
What? I was gonna say something like that. I was gonna be like pause.
No, it's because there's this like abandoned museum, right?
Mhm.
And it's like they have this exhibit where it's this sperm whale fighting a giant squid.
Hmm.
You know, like these things used to exist.
Yeah.
And
But they still exist.
They still do. You just don't know
okay,
about it. Though.
yeah.
No, giant squid is still a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like something about that image just doesn't. It gets me uneasy, and
Yeah.
it's low key like recently gotten to the point where like I don't want to go swimming or like I don't want to go to the beach because of that reason.
Really, I didn't know that.
So-
Or
Really?
sometimes like whenever I'm taking a shower,
Uh-huh.
'cause, you know, like you're in the shower, like you're wet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it reminds me of the water.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
I get like images of
scared?
like
Really?
the water, like the ocean, of like whales, and I get scared.
That's
I'm
an
like,
actual fear. It's not even like a little.
Let
Big
me ask
scaredy
you
cat thing. It's an
though,
actual-
Yeah, like ours is like
Yeah.
well, like that'll never happen. But like
Yeah, that's
like,
scary. That's an actual day-to-day fear.
yeah.
So if you would go to the beach and you see like that big wall of blue.
So
Dude,
okay,
that's like, yeah.
that's something I can tolerate.
Oh,
But if-
okay, I get kind of tripped out by that, you know.
If I start thinking like, bro, what if something comes out of the ocean?
Yeah,
like Godzilla comes out of
Colossus,
low. If I start thinking stuff about like that, then I get really uneasy.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't mind going to the beach. You know, like that's a SoCal thing.
but even if like the water's like crystal clear and like you can see like
Oh,
there and all that,
okay.
like,
If
you'd
it's like
still
the
be psyched out,
Maldives type of,
Or
I don't
Hawaii.
know. I don't know.
You need to go to Hawaii, man. It's
you
cool.
should.
Yeah.
I low-key tripped out in Hawaii in
'Cause of how clear the
Oahu.
water was?
No, so there's a beach over at the North Shore called Turtle Beach, right?
Oh, yeah, I
There's
know
like
what it is.
yeah. And so I was snorkeling on there, and then I mean I wasn't that far from the shore, so I was pretty close, and I saw something like I thought it was a rock
No.
on the
Oh.
floor,
Oh,
right?
I know.
And so yeah, so I was like just passing by it, and then all of a sudden it moved,
Mhm.
and it tripped me out, and it was a turtle. It was a
Oh,
turtle.
shit.
I was like
That's
right by
insane.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool experience.
That's cool. But I mean,
In the
like
moment,
that part,
yeah.
yeah, in the moment, like,
You
like
don't
know what is
trippy.
going
I was
on,
like,
you know,
oh,
it's
what's
like-
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's the sea urchins over there, man. You know.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like in the
Yeah.
coral, and like you start seeing these little sea urchins everywhere, right? It's like
Mhm.
trips me out. You
And
know?
they move.
Yeah, they're like just slowly moving, so
They
it's like
move.
it's so scary.
You know what might have caused my trauma with like whales in the
Jaws.
ocean?
Jaws.
No, not even Jaws. When we all went whale watching for that field trip,
Really? Oh yeah.
I went. I didn't watch any whales. I was just throwing up the whole time.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there's a correlation with that.
Maybe.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Enigma
cool
or
trip.
whatever.
I stole some Oreos from there.
Huh?
Oreos?
I stole Oreos from there. Yeah.
From the boat?
Yeah, me and my friend John, we had made like a heist, right? And while this guy was just, barfing in like the back of the boat, right? He's
Nice.
only like a little can of what,
Like the
7
whole
Up?
time, bro.
Typical.
The whole time.
Holding like a can of what, 7 Up or what
It
was
was
it?
Sprite.
Yeah.
It was Sprite.
Me and my friend John were like trying to, I guess, not confused, but like I guess.
While they were cleaning my barf and everything.
Yeah, the worker was there, selling stuff in the middle of the boat, right? And we were trying to, I guess, act cool. Oh, dude, they sell this milk at the school, right? And then, like, I'm pocketing like this little stupid pack of Oreos, right? And then we just run. And we're watching and shit,
Man.
We were just tripped out after that, like believing we were gonna get caught and whatnot, but nothing happened. And I
To
stand here
this day,
today,
yeah. Statute
Free
limitations is
man,
up, yeah.
Have you watched La La Land yet?
No, I have
He
not
was
watched
talking
La
about
La
wanting
Land
to
yet.
watch it.
I want to watch it though.
You haven't watched it ever?
No,
I've
I've really wanted
just
to watch
recently watched it like 3 weeks ago. It's probably like the best.
It's good, huh?
It's probably like one of the best movies.
It's
of all
good. I
time.
like it,
it.
yeah.
Really.
But Ivan has what's it called again?
For you film bros out there, I have a letterbox D.
Cinephiles.
Ivan is a big you're a cinephile. It's safe to say.
Yeah, I'd say.
Is that what they're called?
Cinephile,
so,
film
yeah.
bros, right?
Oh, I've never heard cinephile. That's crazy.
There's audiophiles. What else is
I know
there?
audiophiles, yeah.
Yeah.
Bocophiles.
Pedophiles.
Cinephiles.
Yeah.
Close enough.
That's enough.
What would you say is like coming from a cinephile? What would you rank as like one of your best movies of all time?
One of my best movies of all time.
Yeah.
You just can't ask that, man.
That's a tough
There's like so many.
That's like saying like I know like
There's,
what's,
like,
what's like your favorite song of all time? But,
yeah, it's like that or like comedy where like things you'll like and like taste change and whatnot, right?
Mhm.
But I think the one movie that will, I guess, never change for me, right, is Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love that movie so
I like
much,
that
man,
song.
I've oh my God, man. I have pretty much everything that has to do with that movie, right? I have one thing that I've been trying to find for about, let's say 6 years, right?
Uh-huh.
It's called Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. And it's, you know how Kill Bill's 2 movies?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's actually, it's Tarantino's cut where he, I guess, combines both movies, takes out certain parts to make it just one long
One
cohesive
long, I
film.
didn't know the thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sometimes, or back in the day, he would do like these road shows, right?
Mhm.
Where, he would show the film, but he's never released it, right?
Mhm.
And they say there's some copies out there, and I'm trying to find it, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like, honestly, I've seen it once, right? I saw it online, right?
Mhm.
It's one of the greatest films of all time, man.
Damn.
I love that movie.
Insane.
man.
I've never even heard about it.
So has
Well,
there
that's
been
good
like, oh my bad.
No.
Has there been like a movie for you guys that's like changed your life? Like,
La La.
really?
Really?
Really? So you think it's changed enough as a person already that like, I think like,
Bro, you're gonna love
I think for
it.
me like
You're gonna
it's
love
affected
it.
your view of life. That's what I'm asking. Like, has there been a movie like that stuck with you that hard?
Makes you cry, dude.
Oh.
That's all you need to know.
I don't know if it affected.
La La Land made you cry?
True.
Yeah?
It made me
man.
cry too.
Yeah, man, it was.
I don't think it changed like my whole perspective on the world, but maybe just like,
It stuck with you that hard? You think?
huh?
You think it stuck with you that hard, or you think it's just like it's a fresh cut?
I think no. That
I
movie
don't think I've
sticks
ever
with me.
had a movie where it's impacted me or like I would be talking about it
Like
till
this?
now.
Dang, that's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that it's like this late in your life.
I think it's just like more of the soundtrack. I can't believe like I've spent this long
Not
not
watching it?
watching
You
it.
should
Yeah.
watch all
'Cause
his other films as well.
Oh yeah, I've watched Whiplash.
Whiplash was
and
good.
Babylon's next for me.
You should watch
Babylon.
First Man as well.
Babylon is next.
First Man too.
The what?
That's
First
the one
Man.
with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
about
but
you?
he's a
Hmm?
phenomenal.
What about you?
I don't know. I think I'm in the same boat as Calvin. I don't think I had a movie stuck out like that.
Top of your head right now.
I mean, when Calvin said like the greatest movie thing to Ivan, the first one that came to mind was probably Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, really?
Forrest Gump's good,
yeah.
Forrest Gump is good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but as far as like impact, like changing my view of life, I don't
What has
think
impacted you?
I had one like that. Besides maybe Forrest Gump, maybe Forrest, yeah.
He
Dude, we
said
just talked
He
about
just-
it, man.
It would be that? Damn.
What about you, man?
Rocky.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that
I'm-
makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm trying to get into those. I haven't seen a single one, but I'm trying to
Really?
get into them.
Hey, I got the
yeah.
whole collection, bro. I can
Yeah?
see the set. Yeah.
Got
I know
Publishing
that
everything too,
they
yeah.
put the first one on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to get
But-
on that.
Yeah, Rocky. I don't
If you're wondering who like Rocky's biggest fan is, it's
it's probably
This guy.
It's Sergio.
Yeah. Rocky legit changed my life. I don't think I'd be the person I am today if it wasn't for.
And
those
who showed
movies.
you that movie?
Rocky saved your life.
You did?
No.
It was me.
It wasn't
No,
you.
it wasn't you.
I don't know.
It was Alex, right?
It wasn't Alex.
Oh.
No, it definitely wasn't Alex. You
I
know,
don't
you know who it was?
know.
Okay, the person who showed me Rocky, it was in I think 7th grade band, and I was remember Javier.
The
big
big dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big dude Javier. Yeah. One day he's like, bro, I forgot what he told me. He said he mentioned something about Rocky. I was like, who's Rocky? He's like, you don't know who Rocky is? I was like, no. He's like, bro, you're so lame. Like, how do you not know who Rocky is? He was just like trash talking me. And I was like, bro, damn, it must be this important dude. Like, I have to go watch it then. So that home, I went found like an illegal website on my iPad. I just literally watched Rocky, like whatever, and I just after that my life changed forever.
Damn.
I am telling you, that movie literally, like, I don't know if I literally would be who I am today if it wasn't for the movies.
Low key.
Honestly,
Literally,
Low
right?
key.
Yeah, like,
I
actually.
can vouch for that. I
Yeah,
can vouch for
literally,
that.
yeah, literally. He's become a personality trait of mine, you know. So
You excited for the next Creed?
yeah, I'm excited. I don't know. It's gonna be filled without Sylvester Stallone being in it, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm optimistic.
He's had his arc already.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't like how they sent him off in Creed 2. That's why it's like
Yeah.
I wish he deserved a little bit better, to be honest. He's like a legacy character, but yeah, I'm excited for Creed 3. It should be a good. Hopefully, it's a good movie. So.
You know, I just I went to Philadelphia, right? I love that they have a statue of Rocky
Yeah.
in front of the what is the museum?
The
Art museum?
Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dope, dude.
Well,
That came from a movie.
Yeah, I know, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's literally like their god over there.
Yeah.
Like, you could-
Philadelphia is crazy. Dang.
Yeah, like it's crazy, but especially if you've ever visited, like people go to Museum of Art not even for like the museum and stuff. They
Just
go to
for
run up
Rocky.
the steps.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you could go there and like there's always people running up and down taking their
'Cause
pictures
of
at the top.
Rocky.
As a
Yeah.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I did that too.
Yeah,
It was cool.
That's cool. That's a cool moment.
All right. In honor of nothing, we're gonna do our favorite cartoons draft. Favorite cartoons draft. So we already set up the order. We're gonna start off with our two guests, Ivan and Sergio, Calvin and me. We're gonna do a snake draft rules. So once it comes to me, I'll guess another pick, and then we'll snake back around. You guys already know the drill.
And
All
we're gonna
right.
talk about why it's one of our favorites, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
when you choose it, you know, tell why you like it. As always, can't choose someone else's pick. Once someone chooses it, it's off the board. This is our favorite cartoons, not the greatest cartoons. So don't come after us. All right.
Take it as you will.
Ivan, you got the first pick, first overall. Who you got?
SpongeBob.
So
Yeah,
basic,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So basic.
You took my
Oh my
pick.
No,
God.
mainly,
That's
yeah,
the-
mainly
so
because I knew
You took my
a lot of you
pick.
guys gonna
Probably
have
the
to
best
I
of all
didn't put that on my
time.
list for.
Wow.
Didn't put it on.
That's probably the best of all time.
Come on, man. You guys saw the reaction I got when I said SpongeBob. I don't have to explain much.
You really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we quote SpongeBob endlessly till now. If you watch like some of the podcasts,
Like,
though, like
you would say like pre-movie SpongeBob is some of the greatest TV.
Yes.
You know,
Uh-huh.
not just cartoons, it's the greatest TV you could watch ever.
And
you know?
it's still going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they're still
Yeah.
making
Sadly.
it. But, I mean, no one.
sadly.
sadly.
But think
It's-
about like even like
No. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say even like no name characters have like iconic moments. Like
Yeah,
like how
that's
many
just cool.
times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? You know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's
Like
been going on so long that a lot of those characters got names and whatnot. You know?
Yeah.
Like one was
Mhm.
Fred, right? My leg guy.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has speaking
Right.
roles now.
It's like his own lore and everything. You
Oh,
know?
that's cool.
No, it's crazy because I don't know if you guys have seen like a recent episode that came out, but the
it-
the pacing of the show is so fast that it kind of really goes back to TikTok in a way, because the way that they're making SpongeBob, it's as if they're making it for people with short attention spans.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And if you haven't watched SpongeBob yet, like you should check it out because it's the pacing is so fast that it throws you off.
Oh.
It's kind of crazy.
They really, what I saw about that too is they really went in with the facial expressions. You know?
Yeah.
It's like
Mm.
so stylized now. It's like you couldn't even recognize it. You know, it's something off about it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember my mom telling me like when I was little and I started watching that.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, this looks so weird. Like,
Mhm.
what is he watching?" And then later she's like, "Oh no, this is really good." Actually, like, that was gonna be my pick too. Damn.
It really was mine now. That's why I'm like frantically looking for another
We told you to
Yeah,
come up with
I
the
know.
list. We were all making the list.
I'm going off of vibes, but anyways, that was a
Alright.
good first pick.
I think the
You took
clear number
advantage of
one.
that.
Clear number one. All right, Sergio.
So I watched a lot of my cartoons like early 2000s. So this is my favorite cartoon. It's Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yes,
Mm.
that's a
Yes.
good one.
That show is like honestly a really crazy show for kids. Honestly, it kind of blew their mind how it was okay to put on Cartoon Network. Because if you guys see it now, like there's some really creepy, like scary stuff on that show. Like
Mhm.
there's some imagery that even now I'm just like, bro, how is that like okay for like a kid
Mhm.
to watch? And it's funny because I forgot what the older man, his name is. He always tells girls like, "Oh, you stupid dog." So like, we don't abuse our animals in my house, okay? I'm just saying this, but like, we started like saying, "Oh, you stupid dog," to like the dogs just to like kind of mess around. So that was something that's always like a core memory of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And that show was always so good because there was always like a consistent plot going on through like the entire show. And like the plot didn't feel like it was just like, what's the point of this? Like there was always like a message to be found. Like he was always trying to figure out like why these monsters kind of felt the way they do, and he was always trying to understand them. And I felt like it kind of always was a good message to like people who were always different. Like sometimes they're just normal people at the end who are just misunderstood.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was a really good show. Like
There
me.
you go.
Like me.
You know they did a crossover with Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I have it on my DVD.
Dang.
I have it on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it in a cereal box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was even trippier when during the first seasons when it came out, Courage would actually talk.
Talk, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the reason why he stopped talking is because the voice actor actually died.
Oh
so he
yeah.
would just go. That's all he was saying.
But to your point though, it's crazy how much like I guess like adult themes and like messages are behind like cartoons and
Yeah.
like little kid stuff. Like I saw a clip of from like Madagascar the other day, and like one of them penguins makes like a communist joke, and I was like as a kid you don't
You
pay
would just
attention
brush
to it, but
yeah.
like
that off, yeah.
like revisiting it, it's like why is this even here?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. All right, good pick, Calvin.
My first pick, I changed it because I don't think you'd be picking my second one, but my first one would go to Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it had a good, it had a really good run. I felt like it fell off at some point when they introduced the dog. For me it was a dog, Sparky.
I didn't really-
Yeah, see that's when you know like it
I
fell
didn't
off.
really got a dog.
But I mean, it was something that we could have all related to. Imagine having like your own fairy godparent,
Yeah.
and then
I mean, I'm brown, so I couldn't relate to this.
The dad was funny. I love the dad.
oh yeah, I
He
love
was
the dad.
Super funny.
Yeah. But the way that they put a spin on like consequences to your own wishes.
Yeah.
And then like what Zim said, there was a lot of like adult, like what was it called again?
Themes.
Yeah, adult themes like sprinkled into there.
This guy's
And
not a cinephile.
I
huh?
thought that it was
No,
really.
No.
He just absorbs. He doesn't understand.
It just goes through his head.
Yeah, I just take it in. But anyways, my first pick would be Fairly Odd Parents for that reason.
Good job. You did well.
Doug Dimmadome.
Damn, bro. I really want a SpongeBob. All right. My first pick. Maybe it might be like a little low key one, but I used to watch a lot of Cartoon Network.
I'm Cartoon Network kid,
Cartoon
too.
Network had a lot of good shows, and I think my favorite Cartoon Network one, Edna and Eddie.
That's
Okay,
not
that's-
low key,
that's
bro.
not low-key, bro.
Well, I mean,
No,
no, like compared
Hey,
to like
he's
no.
quirky, bro. He's different.
No, compared to
different.
like these other big ones like SpongeBob and like Courage.
Cartoon
I
Network
feel
Those are
like
the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Edna and Eddie.
Yes.
Okay.
SpongeBob was
He's
Nickelodeon.
different, you guys. He's
No.
different. He's different.
I was expecting like what was like a
Like We Bear Bears, some shit.
I was a popular show too.
Care Bear?
Yeah.
Oh,
At,
the-
Care Bears are popular.
No, We Bear Bear. That's the one with the brown bear, the panda bear, and no, the grizzly
yeah.
bear,
I know
the
I know what
bear,
you're talking about. Like the first thing that came into my mind was I don't know if you guys remember watching it on Cartoon Network. It was like the
The cucaracha.
no
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know.
Jack Samurai. Like I
I
thought you were
remember
some
that.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. There you go. Like
I
like
thought
something like
I always
that.
thought that was
That's
bigger.
Yeah, that's a
than
big
Ed
thing
and
now
Eddie,
too.
though.
Oh,
They're
okay.
still making like a movie upcoming too about
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
I just didn't think Ed and Eddie was that big.
Yeah. What'd you like about it though?
The plank.
Dude, the plank was funny. Honestly,
Ed Boy.
wha- I mean his name's Ed, but what's his the skinny one, tall.
The tall
The,
one.
Yeah.
the one with the beanie.
No, that's Double D.
Oh, it's the
The
one with the green jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just 1D.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Wait,
Eddie.
is Double D a guy or a girl?
He's a guy.
I was always confused.
No, he's a guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're
Really?
all guys.
Are we
Yeah,
sure?
they're all
I
guys.
thought he
They're all
I
guys.
thought he was a girl.
No, they're all guys.
I thought.
He's wearing a
See,
beanie.
it wasn't ambiguous.
He's
'cause,
wearing
like,
he's wearing a do rag. That's what he's wearing.
Really?
Yeah, it's a do rag.
I thought it was hair.
No,
No.
it's a do
No,
rag.
I always thought I knew it was
No
like a
way.
hat or a
It's a
beanie or
do-rag.
something.
Yeah, it's a do rag. Yeah.
Interesting.
I watched this whole like 2 hour like
Breakdown.
Retrospective.
well, like a retrospect, but it was like an essay about like the whole cartoon and
Really?
stuff like
I
that. Yeah,
love
like a
those
video
essays,
essay.
man. I
Yeah.
love those video essays.
All right. Okay. So Snake Jet. I have another pick.
Sorry.
It's 2:30.
No, like for
Oh.
how long have we been recording for?
Well, I mean, I just started a different one, so 8 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Second pick, I think I'm gonna go regular show.
That's a gun.
Regular
The
show.
regular show.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Love
I
that
put
one.
this at the bottom of my list for that reason.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, when it comes back, I'm like, I think somebody would have picked it by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Smart.
Good.
Playing good.
Mhm.
it's a lot of funny. Yeah.
Go off.
Yeah, that's the
No,
first
I-
show. I think I like my mom and I and my dad and my sister. We all like would literally sit together when it come out like on Friday
Oh
nights.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, the new
Yeah.
regular show would come out. That was the first cartoon we've ever like sat down and wanted to watch like a TV
You guys
show.
are nuclear
Yeah.
family.
I know.
It's funny because like I wasn't even the one who found out about it. My
For the
mom
regular
did.
show.
Because like before, like on like the LA Times, they would have like reviews of like shows.
Uh-huh.
And so my mom was reading the newspaper one day. It's like, oh my god, there's a new cartoon called Regular Show, and like it's really popular. Like, why don't we watch it? And then we just saw like on demand on like comp or like I forgot what it was
Damn,
before Time Warner.
cable
On
too.
Time Warner, yeah, on
Yeah,
Time
yeah,
Warner.
yeah,
Well, that was the
yeah,
only way you
yeah.
could watch it before. On Time Warner, we watched and we just fell in love with the show after that. So
Have you guys seen
Share
the
harmony, yeah.
clip that's like making the rounds again? It's like the bed frame where like
No.
he has Rick, I think.
Morty.
No, what?
Mordecai,
Mordecai.
That's the
Rigby.
squirrel.
Rigby. It's not a squirrel, it's a raccoon.
Oh, it is.
It's
You're right.
Rigby.
My
Damn,
bad.
big
I haven't
fan,
seen it in
bro.
a
Big
while.
fan. I'm
but-
exposing
okay,
him, bro.
no,
He's getting
no,
exposed
but like
today.
the
That's your
bed
second
frame,
draft, bro.
the
Yeah.
bed frame like has him and like they're like promising him like don't hurt him. You guys haven't seen that clip
No,
where it's
I
like
haven't
I'll
seen
give you a job and everything, and then like the next day like he's working like at the job and then they like kill him. No.
No,
Oh my
sounds
God.
funny,
Calvin,
bro.
you haven't seen it? They put it on the Instagram group chat.
I haven't been on Instagram.
Cap, but
he's
whatever.
different, bro.
That's cap, but whatever.
What makes you say it was Cap?
Did
Don't
he
you have
post
a
something?
story?
Yeah, you posted something like a couple hours ago, bro.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
On Instagram?
Yeah,
No, he
stupid.
didn't.
He did.
That
Check
was
it,
last
check
night.
it.
That
check
was
it.
last night. That was last
okay,
night.
yeah, he
That was
hasn't been
last
on
night.
Instagram.
I
Yeah.
haven't been on Instagram for that long, but
All
that
right.
was a good pick. I like
Second.
What was the name of the guy that talks like like
Pops.
yeah
Oh,
Pops.
Pops,
I
yeah.
love yeah I love Pops. I love Pops.
That was a good impression.
Mhm. Can I get the
Okay, go.
Good pick.
Let's see.
My second pick would be Gravity Falls.
That's a really good show too.
You haven't watched
Oh.
Gravity Falls?
No.
Damn.
I wouldn't watch that much Disney to VH. Except
Disney.
no.
Disney, bro.
It wasn't
Okay,
no.
whatever.
Oh yeah, it was Disney.
was
Yeah,
Disney,
yeah, it
Disney.
was Disney. It was Disney. Yeah.
Except for well, I'm not gonna say just in case y'all pick it, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, keep going.
Gravity Falls is like it's a unique spin-off because for me, I've been to the part where I've been to the place where they base the whole like the show in.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole Gravity
Yeah, yeah.
Falls.
Where is it?
In close to like Oregon.
It's like almost NorCal,
That
no?
border of NorCal
Like
and
Eureka,
Oregon.
that place.
I don't know if it was Eureka, but like it was where the redwoods are.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been like my most favorite vacation spot because it's beautiful up there.
Yeah.
And then their whole premise is like this whole like mystery about like Bigfoot and like there's stuff going on around in the forest, and that's what Gravity Falls based their show around. And if you like really watch Gravity Falls, it's pretty cool how they put so many Easter eggs into it, and like the story of how like everything flowed. It all went down to like this big ending, and like this whole like boss fight that they had to do. And I felt like that was a really cool like kids show. It shouldn't have been a kids show, but it was really good. You watched it before,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I thought-
I would talk to Sergio about
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Gravity
that's what's crazy.
Falls.
Is I was like, I feel like that was the first show. I feel like at school people were always like actually talking about like theories and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I never really felt like there was a show up until that point. People were like, oh my god, what do you think's gonna happen? You know, at least a cartoon at least. And it's cool because, like, I think at that point it was like middle school when it came
was
out.
middle school.
Like, I think people were kind of out of like that little kid cartoon phase. So like when this show came out, it was cool that people were still watching a cartoon. You know?
Yeah.
So it kind of stuck out to me like that too as well.
Mhm.
I've never seen that show. I don't
I've
plan
never
to,
seen
bro.
that. I've
Gravity
never
Falls?
seen that
You
either.
Ivan,
watch
you'd
it.
love it.
Yeah,
I know for a
it's
fact
really
Ivan
good.
would
It's
love
really
it.
good.
Dude, the Easter eggs on that show and like the whole theorizing era was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was really cool.
They're still making conspiracies about it too.
And they're not renewing it. They shouldn't renew it though.
No.
But it was a really good show.
Look stupid.
It was sad.
Sorry, look stupid.
Oh, okay, I respect that.
Damn, Calvin, you let him say that about your draft? Damn.
I mean, he picked SpongeBob first.
That's a good pick.
It is
That's
a good pick. It is a good
But
pick.
it's a basic pick, no?
Yeah, it's a big.
It's a clear number one overall. Like
It is.
you had to
yeah.
pick it.
You,
You know?
you had to. But yeah, that was my second pick. Go ahead, Sergio.
So my pick is another Cartoon Network show called Teen Titans.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what it is.
yeah.
Teen Titans, I think, honestly, it was what kind of got me into like superheroes, to be honest. But I think before I kind of switched to like the Marvel side of things, like that Teen Titans was like, oh, I want to be like Batman, or I want to be all these like
Mhm.
Cooper things.
Not Teen Titans Go.
No, not Teen Titans Go. No, hell
Yeah,
no.
no,
no,
the one
no.
before,
Honestly,
yeah.
I heard it's pretty
The
good.
OG.
I don't want to
Yeah,
crap on it,
the
but
OG
the
one
OG
was good.
Teen Titans was crazy. Like, I thought that show was really cool because there was like a lot of dark themes as well too.
Yeah.
And it felt like it didn't really kind of pull back on like a lot of like fight scenes, especially like there's a scene I think where like Deathstroke is like literally about to like kill Robin and like really beating him up. And like I was low-key, I remember watching and I was like, dude, like he's actually like gonna die. Like as a little kid watching that, you're low-key like, what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought it was really cool that like as a Cartoon Network show that they were willing to like go past that
Go
limit
beyond
or
the
push it a
links.
little bit
Yeah.
and make people feel like, oh, like give those a little bit more adult themes to people who probably could understand that at that
I
point,
think
you know?
my favorite episode from that was it says also with Deathstroke, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like on his head, all in Robin's head.
Oh yeah, he's like imagining something. He's like
Oh
PTSD.
yeah,
He has PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like dealing with like mental illness and whatever. It's like
Yeah.
crazy, man.
It's a really, and it's crazy how we never really got the ending we want. We never really got an ending, but the show ended up just getting canceled. So, but that was a really good show. Even now, you can watch it now and it still holds up. I think that's what makes good shows good shows. Like
Yeah,
you can watch it
yeah.
like 10 years later and it still holds up to like the standards we have today or even more.
I love that theme song. Like
Yeah, Teen Titans,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Because same thing. Like I think theme songs can always stick with the person. If it's a
Yeah.
really good show, and that show always that the theme song always sticks out to me.
Teen Titans Go was good too, but yeah, I mean it's nothing compared to the
Yeah.
OG. Yeah. So good pick, good pick.
Ivan, second and third pick, actually.
Oh, you're right.
yeah. Back to back.
So for my second pick, it'd be The Simpsons.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like, personally to me, like that first 10-year run was like
Yeah.
just like SpongeBob, some of the greatest TV you could watch, man. You
Mhm.
know, oh my God, I think I've seen The Simpsons in its entirety about like 4 times now. You know.
Really?
No
Wow.
way, bro. That's a
Wow.
lot.
That's
That's like 30+ seasons.
No, yeah, trust me, I'm pretty much running through the last like
Mhm.
10 because they suck, right? But like the
Right.
first 20 seasons, man, like it's something like, oh my God, I wish I could watch for the first time.
Dang, bro, you watched it 4 times in
I've seen a lot of shows
entirety?
like 4 or 5 times, man. Breaking Bad, I've seen it 5 times, right?
Yeah.
Better Call Saul, I've seen it 3 times already, right?
Mm.
I have nothing to do with my life, so. Yeah.
I'm still waiting on season 6 to be on Netflix.
For what? For.
Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like another year for
Yeah,
that.
I know.
I just watch it on like legal sites. You should watch it.
Yeah. Nah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't want to wait. I keep getting like little things spoiled for me, bro.
Oh really?
Like, yeah.
I love Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
So are we just gonna do 4 at this point then? I mean, he's gonna get a second pick. I'm gonna do 4. It's going by faster than I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
low key. I
Yeah.
thought so too. All right,
What's your
go
last
third pick. Third pick.
What's his 4th pick now?
No,
No,
Well,
third.
he's
This
on
is his
third.
third
My
pick.
third pick.
Oh, okay.
Well, I haven't finished it. I'm like ongoing with this show, right?
Uh-huh.
But honestly, man, Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
I knew you
Oh,
were gonna
I
say
knew
that.
it. Ah.
Yeah, you saw my thing, huh?
No, I didn't. I just figured you were gonna say that.
Cause like I got roasted to hell, right, by some of my other friends. Like I got roasted to oblivion for not watching, right? You're not a real Star Wars fan, right? Dude, they had a point, man. You know that
Yeah.
show was so good, bro. Shout
That's
out John,
Andres.
Alex,
Sebastian?
Seabass,
Yeah.
and Pablo. Pablo especially. Man.
You haven't finished it then?
No.
Where you at?
Season 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
The ending is
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
finale is really good, bro. Like you'll love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Good job, guys. You guys did good.
All right. What are we? Third pick for you?
Yeah. So my show is Spectacular Spider-Man.
Oh.
You were gonna have that?
I was gonna. Yeah.
Dang,
I was
look at
gonna
that.
get that.
So, if you guys want like a good actual personification of who Peter Parker is
It
as a
would be
person,
that.
It
and
would be
Spider-Man, who
that.
Spider-Man is, it would definitely be watching Spectacular Spider-Man. That show goes through so many character development points and puts some new spins on characters and new twists, especially towards old characters. So like even if you know like the lore of Spider-Man, the show will still continue to surprise you. And I think that's what made it so cool for me was like I was getting surprised by like who the Green Goblin was, you know, which is like something everyone's apparently knows. It's a Spider-Man villain, you know. So I think that show, like, if you really want to understand what Spider-Man is and who he is as a character, you need to watch that show. So, like, when people are like, oh, the MCU Spider-Man isn't really who Spider-Man should be, they're probably referencing, like, a spectacular Spider-Man or something like that, what a personification of Peter Parker is.
I'm not a fan of MCU Spider-Man.
No?
No.
When I said I didn't watch that much Disney, I was gonna say except for Spider-Man, but
Oh,
I didn't want to say it
really?
just in case. I didn't want to put that in you guys'
I
head.
thought you were going
like,
to say Kick Butowski or something like
no,
that.
no.
Yeah, that's a good show too.
I think
man.
Calvin was going to say that because that was his personification a little bit, too.
Kick Patowski was cool, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's cool.
Third pick, Calvin.
But my third pick goes to. Oh man, I thought about it. My third pick was. Give me 1 second.
Oh
bro.
my God,
Oh,
unprepared.
that's
Unprepared.
Bro, trust me. It's
Unprepared.
okay. I got it. Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, I forgot about Phineas and
Phineas and
Ferb.
Ferb.
Dang.
I
This
figured
was-
he was gonna get that.
Yeah, this was a show that me and Sergio would theorize on sometimes too,
Yeah.
especially when it ended, because it had to do with like time travel and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Oh, was it like across the second dimension?
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
it's pretty
Kid was, like,
insane.
he was hype, bro.
And then like the fact that I don't know, there was a lot of like space time and continuum
Yeah.
stuff that they touched on, and it was like like this was during middle school too, and at the time it was just like dang, they like
What's crazy is it's kind of with the MCU.
Oh,
And it's kinda
when
with
they had
Jesse.
they had
With
that
Jesse?
crossover?
Yeah. Jesse had a cross. Oh, not Spider-Man, never mind. But yeah, they had a crossover with the MCU. Phineas and Ferb. There was like where Iron Man and Captain America and Thor come.
oh yeah they did
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm. It's a fun show, and I'm glad that they're renewing for a second one. Like I don't know what they're gonna be doing with it, but
Oh, yeah?
yeah,
Oh yeah, they renewed it.
they're
Yeah, you told
renewing
me.
it. They're
When's it
gonna-
coming back?
They're coming back.
When though? Do
I
you
have
know?
no clue.
Oh.
But they're in the mix. They're in the
Yeah.
mix. Yeah. I mean, good theme song,
Yeah.
good story. Yeah, Ferb doesn't
Yeah.
talk, but like he's there.
Like a goat, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a goat too.
If it wasn't for that show, I wouldn't know what an aglet is.
Aglet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
That's some type of impact. That's
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
sure.
saying. Yeah.
hmm But that's my third pick. What about you, Zim?
Third pick. I have two picks, right?
Yeah.
Third and fourth.
Yeah.
Third and fourth. I go third, Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Okay.
Rick
Gonna
and
get
Morty.
canceled for that, but okay.
What?
You're gonna get canceled for that now, but okay.
Oh, because of the guy?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
What
Yeah.
is- Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's really it's amazing. I love the one with Mr. Meeseeks where he makes the whole bunch of Mr. Meeseeks and they try to help Jerry like with his golf swing. Yeah, and they get all crazy. Like me and my friend Carlos, shout out Carlos. Whenever we work together, like we just be like talking like Mr. Meeseeks like in front of the customers and all that stuff. It would be really, really funny, awesome moments. Yeah, it was crazy. I love how Rick like just burps like mid sentences like every time. Yeah. That's my third. Fourth
Fourth and final.
Fourth and final. I think I'm gonna go Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, that's a good one.
Justice
That's
League
a really
Unlimited.
good one.
Yeah, amazing. Like even like the side characters, like they made them like so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember I used to love the Booster Gold episode
Mhm.
where like he tries to be like fit in like with the Justice League and like they just don't pay attention to him. Yeah, so many different characters. They all had like really good episodes. Yeah, it's just I used to love seeing like all the heroes like right there like in their headquarters and stuff. Yeah, it's just amazing.
Damn, those are good 4 picks. What were they again, Zim?
Regular show, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Justice League Unlimited, Rick and Morty.
Okay. So for me, it was Fairly Odd Parents.
No, wait, you need to.
I know. I'm
Okay,
gonna get there.
okay,
I'm gonna get there,
okay.
bro. Chill. Fairly Odd Parents, Gravity Falls, and my third one was Phineas and Ferb. My last one, I don't know what to say. There's like so many
I'm
good
prepared
ones.
again.
No. There's like so many good ones that I have in mind. I'm probably gonna go with Family Guy.
Oh,
I was waiting to see
Yeah.
who.
Family.
TikToks or what?
Especially since it's for some reason TikToks have been putting it on my For You page for so
watching,
like so much.
Them
The little
filling
game.
up the pipe with cigarettes, playing
Yeah.
that game. I always want to play that ball game, bro. I play
Yeah,
it so
no, there's
much.
like a bunch of games that they put. I hate where they have to paint something. I hate that one because they put so much paint and it bugs me. But for some reason on my For You page, there's been a bunch of like Family Guy stuff going on. But it's a really clever show. It's so funny. I love the theme song of it too. Seth MacFarlane's he's a really creative guy. And there's really not much to say more about it. Like really great characters, honestly, really funny. But yeah, those are my 4 picks. What about you, Sergio?
So I'm having a really tough time with this 4th one.
I know, me too, bro.
Well, the reason why is I'm kind of grouping them like all together. So I don't know when on Saturdays before you would have to wake up on Saturday mornings if you wanted to watch your favorite cartoons.
Yeah,
like,
Saturday morning
on Kids
cartoons.
WB. Yeah. So I group these cartoons together because they all have like a core memory like in my heart. And it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Sonic X, and Pokemon.
Oh, Sonic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like group them together, but if I had to pick like one out of like those 3, I think it would have to be Sonic X.
Oh.
Sonic,
Yeah, and I think Sonic X is like, if you really like Sonic, then this is like the show you need to watch, not the other shows like now, but like this show was just so cool to see like all like a video game character have his own show, and like he actually showed like how fast he was, and just like it was a really good story the whole entire time. Like a lot of cartoons now I feel like don't really have like a connecting plot, but it felt like this show would feel like a movie every single time. Like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And like every single show continued into each other. And especially like when the show finished, it finished like in such a cool way with like Shadow and like all these other other Sonic characters that you're like, I was always just mind blown by like this show to see all these guest characters come in, especially because I had played the video games when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just one of those shows that like will always stick out. Like I need to wake up this Saturday to watch the new episode of Sonic X. Because if not, I'm not gonna be able to watch it. So.
What about you?
Okay, I like that. It's a good pick.
What were your 4 picks again?
We'll
So
go after.
mine-
We'll go.
Mine was Courage the Cowardly Dog, Sonic X, what were the other ones? I forgot. Oh, Spectacular Spider-Man, and then I don't remember what my 4th was.
Your 4th was
Spider-Man. You had.
Oh, Teen
Sonic.
Titans.
There you go.
Teen Titans.
Yeah.
There you go.
all right, Ivan.
It is kind of rough to think of a 4th, you know?
It is, bro, because it's like your last choice.
That's why I was struggling. I guess my last
Yeah,
choice.
he's like,
I
hey,
I mean,
guys,
yeah, we'll
I have
go
a
over
suggestion.
we'll go over our list and then like honorable mentions and yeah, but
I would say Dragon Ball Z.
I knew you were gonna say Dragon Ball.
Why is- why
Because
is-
you're Mexican.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know?
if you're Mexican, you love Goku, bro.
Dude, I
You love Goku if
I
you're
was actually
Mexican.
in Mexico yesterday, right?
They love it. He's like God over there,
Dude,
bro.
Yeah, he's like
he's literally
like,
God.
He's like probably bigger than I don't want to say it, right?
He's probably bigger than God over there, bro.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, he is. And they don't worship the Virgen over
Yeah, I
there.
was
They
gonna
worship
say
Goku,
Virgen
bro.
Guadalupe, man, you
Yeah,
know?
they worship Goku over there, bro.
It's true.
I
I
don't
think
know.
I actually did see a taqueria Goku over there, man. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm telling
It's
you.
crazy. But honestly, though, man, that show's great, man. I don't really watch anime that much, right?
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball, man, it's just like it's so hard, man. You know, it's so
Yeah.
cool. And yeah,
It's good.
all right, again, let's go over our list. Ivan, what's your list?
I had SpongeBob, Simpsons, Clone Wars, and Dragon Ball Z.
And then me, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Teen Titans, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Sonic X.
For me, it was Fairly Odd Parents, Gravity Falls, Family Guy, and Phineas and Ferb.
And I had Ed and Eddie, regular show, Rick and Morty, and then Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
good.
Those are
Those
are
are-
our drafts.
Those are our. We had a lot that we left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Star Wars Rebels. I don't know if you guys
I
watched
haven't
that.
watched those.
I heard it's been getting better.
Is it
It's
good?
getting good. I mean,
Codename Kids Next Door.
Yeah.
Codename Kids
Okay,
Next
yeah.
Door.
That was gonna be on my list potentially
Yep.
too.
Jimmy
you guys-
Neutron.
Yeah.
Adventure
Adventure
Time.
Those are also I wanted to say, but I'm like, I just so hard to fit all.
Bob's
these.
Burgers. Yeah.
That's really hard to
There's
say,
a
tough.
lot.
Did you guys watch Dexter's Laboratory?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dexter's Laboratory too. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Yeah.
Game Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Young Justice.
Yeah.
Invader Zim.
Oh, Invader Zim.
Invader
Yeah.
Zim.
Invader Zim.
BoJack Horseman. You
That's
guys
a new
watched
one. No, I
that?
haven't watched it. Yeah.
Nah,
I heard
it's
it's
really
really funny
good.
though.
It's good. Yeah.
Only one season though, right?
No.
No,
There's multiple.
No, it's
yeah.
multiple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I don't think it's still going on though. but-
Yeah, I think they just finished it. I think.
Yeah,
recently.
just recently.
Yeah.
What,
But,
BoJack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch it?
No, but I was in a trivia thing a couple days ago, right?
In a what?
At like a trivia night thing.
No trivia.
Yeah, and they were asking like about BoJack Horseman, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know about the show, but I just looked at the answers and I cheated my way to win.
Nice.
Got a $15 gift card.
15?
Yeah.
To
The
work.
Barnes and Noble.
No, for there.
Oh,
So I just got myself some fries.
that's cool.
Cool.
But yeah, Bojack, yeah.
All right, well, that was our favorite cartoons draft. I'm gonna make like a little, I'm gonna put up something that has all our selections,
Like
and then
captions and
and then we'll let the people decide who had the better draft.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
So yeah, so guys, that was
That was
Sergio
episode
and
4.
Ivan.
That was
Sergio, Ivan, where can people find you guys?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Sergio Salsa. You can find me on Twitter at SalsaLipSurge. So right now my Twitter is all Lakers right now, so it's just me being depressed or happy. Just
Oh,
depends
how do you feel about yesterday's moves? Like in general?
You know what? I feel very optimistic. I just think it's gonna be really tough to pull together basically a brand new team in like 25 games. So we'll see what happens. I mean, honestly though, they played pretty good yesterday against the Bucks, and they had like a quarter of a roster. So that's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you guys want to catch me, those are my socials. So
Ivan.
Find me on Instagram. You guys are gonna link that, right?
We can.
Yeah, we could
I
tell.
mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
will.
Yeah.
We will.
If you guys like movies, you get at me on Letterboxd.
There you go.
there you go.
Just no, I don't really review. It's more just like a diary, you could say. Yeah, it's just me talking about stuff that happened and
That's
whatnot.
what goes on in Ivan's mind.
Yeah, and then just a casual sentence at the end. Oh yeah, the movie's good. I would probably link it too.
Okay.
For those of you that care.
A quick little side note: if you guys have old Pokemon cards or video games you don't want anymore and want to send them to me, hit me up on my Twitter. I'll buy them for you guys.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to my girlfriend Adriana.
Okay.
She, may she rest in peace.
All right, guys, that's episode 4.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, hi shot.
Shout out Cañacos, Bon Gomez, Addy, Bernie, Rage, T-Mac.
Damn, the whole
ET.
army.
Oh yeah, Ortiz, Baines,
The
Manny,
drill sergeant.
Zach,
Joe Biden, Barack.
Captain America.
and Jesus Christ.
Bucky. Oh, shout out Jesus Christ. All right, shout out to my mom. wait, okay.
Okay,
Leave-
give it
leave
a
some room, leave
space.
some room,
Yeah, so I
yeah.
could edit it cleanly.
Okay. All right, I want to give a shout out to my mom because she that was good, right?
You start over. Yeah, it was good, and then you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. Shout out to my mom. She was helping us out with getting viewership on Facebook
Yeah.
for our
Face-
podcast. Shout out to my little brothers, Kyle and Lance. And anything else?
Yes,
to add,
thank you,
Sam?
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to everyone for always your support and everything. Sorry that this took forever. Next episode's gonna be a little bit different, but well, I guess we'll leave that for a surprise for you guys. All right, as always, like, sub, do all that. Catch you on the next one.
And you'll be hearing from us.